On the air.
And we're going to have a little bit of pandemonium here now. Oh my goodness, they're swinging away.
It's the SJHL semifinals between the Humboldt Broncos and your Flin Flon Bombers.
Back up front, Mercer scores! Power play goal!
On the Bomber originator for decades, 1029 CFAR.
There's a chance for a breakaway. See, Urban Laser Hume! Urban Laser Hume! Game of the year!
Intensity, drama, passion, and instant classic moments.
The Bombers got something going here. 3-on-2, Silvestri up the wing. Silvestri shoots, scores! Another magical moment!
And now with a call to action.
Nice alert play to Dubrow, throws it, and scores! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Off the boards and in!
The voice of the playoffs.
Open it, they score!
There you go.
Jeremy Trombley! Polylou Franci!
The one and only.
So here we go!
Mr. Rob Hart.
Have fun.
Alrighty, thank you very much, and welcome to the Whitney Forum, the sidelines for Game 3 of this SJHL semifinal. An old familiar foe, the Humboldt Broncos. This will be the third time in 5 years they've played. The Bombers, again, finding a way to get the wins in at the Elgar Peterson Arena. Went down, took both games, a hard-fought 4-3 victory on Friday, then they followed that up with a 5-2 victory on Saturday. Basically a one-goal game, a couple of empty netters, but I'll tell you what, this Humboldt Bronco team, they're good, they're deep, and Flin Flon found a way to get it done. We caught up with Mike Reagan, the head coach GM of the Bombers, earlier today. He said, you know what, the guys just have so much character, so guts, they want it so bad. But I'll tell you what, I don't know if people, if you watch the game, if you listen to it, probably a little bit of both. Humboldt had the puck 70 to 75% of the time. But somehow, when the Bombers got opportunities, they took advantage of them, and full marks for 2 games to none lead. But I'll tell you what, this series a long way from being done. This Humboldt Bronco team didn't finish second overall by mistake. They beat the Battleford Stars 4 times this year. Yeah, they're a good home team, but you know what? They also have one of the best road records in the SJHL, and feel confident they can get it done here tonight. One thing's for sure, that they can't afford to fall down 3-0. So I'm expecting a really, really big contest both ways, as it always is when these two teams collide. The Big M, Austin Mattis, back on the broadcast here tonight after his assignment job with the OCN Blizzard in the MJHL. Anyway, Austin, good to have you back here tonight. And the Flin Flon Bombers had a 2 games to none lead in the last series, and look how that turned out.
Well, thank you for having me back, Rob. And you know what? It's interesting you point to that last game, right? And it just kind of goes to show, doesn't matter if you have those 2 games right off the hop, right? People think those are so important, but you know what? As you always like to say, those games matter, but it's always how you react to those first 2 games or even those first 2 goals, right? So I think Humboldt's going to come out as a really strong team today, and they're really going to play for it. Like you said, they didn't come second overall for nothing. They beat Battleford 4 times this year. Battleford is one of the top teams in the nation, I think 15 of the 16 weeks. So this Humboldt team, they may have lost those first 2 games at home, which I don't think anyone expected, especially going into those. I think people thought maybe Bombers were going to get 1, but 2, I don't think anyone expected that. But
I didn't.
for sure. And so I think today, like you said, this Humboldt team, they're deep, they play fast, they play hard. They're going to come out today, and they're going to play their hearts out. So I think we're in for a great one.
Well, we've talked about this every time you've been on, and I know you've been in the studio lots. The first 10 minutes tonight, huge. And I think the first goal tonight does matter. Flin Flon's been able to get the first goal. They've had Humboldt have to chase them. But none of it else. The Broncos want to take the crowd out of it. Let them get a goal early. And remember, they've got Benjamin Mosley, who's only 18 years old, but he did play pretty good in the Whitney for me. He had a shutout here earlier in the year. But that's a couple of the keys to the game. The Bombers want to get to him early, try to get the crowd behind him, and the Broncos obviously want to get off to the good start, take the crowd out of it, and make the Bombers chase them. So we'll see what happens. We'll take a quick break. SJHL Coaches Show straight ahead, as we're joined by the one and only Mike Reagan next year on 1029 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Great North
Clear.
GM is all about quick and easy approval. A fast delivery process where all applications are accepted for all types of credit situations. Guarantee low rates and a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, like our 2023 Chevy Silverado Custom Trail Boss, only $311 bi-weekly. Come get your brand new or new
10 seconds.
pre-owned vehicle at Great North GM in the Paw, where completely satisfied is more than just a slogan.
You're on.
Good evening, welcome to our SJHL Coaches Show. Mike Reagan, the head coach of the Bombers, joins us. Game 3 tonight, Mike. Great effort by your club to take 2 at Humboldt, but we all know Game 3, what happened in the last series. That's a bit of a boost for your club tonight, Mike. Matt Egan back in the lineup.
Yeah, we're excited about that. You know, Eags was close to getting back in the Esteban series, and you know, he just had a little bit of an issue there, and you know, so we pushed him back a little bit here, and then you know, he was sick for games 1 and 2, so you know, really happy to have his presence in the lineup. I mean, it's been 6 weeks. He's going to have a little bit of rust, but I think he's going to bring a lot of energy and a physical presence for us.
Well, he was good for you in the playoffs last year in the Centennial Cup. He played very well as well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he brings a different dimension. You know, and we've always talked about, you know, you got to have different types of guys to build a team around. And, you know, it's much the same as building a house. You can't just have all electricians. You need plumbers, carpenters, you know, electricians, you name it. And that's kind of our philosophy when we're building a team is we want to have a little bit of everything. And Deeks brings that physical presence, that energy. He's got a great shot. You know, he's had a pretty good year for us, you know, all things considered, you know, and he was a big loss for us.
How about Ethan Mercer, Mike? I mean, he's got 5 goals now. Always seems to score goals at big moments. He's got that championship pedigree. Won a national championship last year. He's been money for you, especially the second half of the season, you know, when you lost a lot of other guys to injury or whatever the case may be. Helped win some big games down the stretch, and has been certainly one of your top players so far throughout this playoff campaign.
Yeah, he's been real good for us, you know, and you know, I was a big fan of him, watching him throughout the year, and we were fortunate to get him, and we brought him in for you know, the playoffs. I mean, obviously you want guys to perform during the regular season, but we really felt that he was a guy that had the experience and was going to be able to elevate his game come playoff time, and he's definitely done that for us.
Starting to get some production. We talked a little bit about this the last game, the production coming from your blue line. I know entering the game, I think there was 21 points amongst 4 defensemen in your club, and they've added to that. Richmond's been great. All your defensemen, Noah Houle, of course, has chipped in. He's had some big moments as well. Nice to get production from the blue line, Mike.
Yeah, it's always nice when you can get those guys chipping in, and you know, they've been a real good surprise for us in the playoffs. And maybe not surprise, but you know, just how many goals they've been able to score from the point there. But you know, that's got to keep going. We can't look in the rearview mirror here. We're looking forward here, and tonight's a big night for us.
What'll be the key, Mike, to picking up this ever-important victory in Game 3 tonight?
Yeah, I think if we can get off to a good start, I think that's important. You know, we don't want to give them any momentum. I think that their goaltender over there, you know, he's a young guy, and if we can get to him early on, you know, confidence is a big thing, and you know, they just need a crack in the door to blow it wide open. So we got to be able to take advantage of the situation that we're in. I think to be playing in the Whitney Forum, and you know, we got some juice back with a couple days off, and you know, I think our guys are fired up.
Well, I mean, you talk about the crowd support, Mike. Whitney Forum's great, but on the road there must have been, I'm thinking about 250 fans that saw both games in Humboldt. Is that, well, you mentioned when we were talking earlier today, a little bit of a tired group, but does that kind of give you a little bit of energy when you got all those fans cheering for you on the road like that?
Yeah, well, you see how the guys really saluted them and appreciated them after the wins, and it is big for the guys. You know, we've always talked about, you know, Bombers being passionate, and our fans are extremely passionate, and they travel well, and we've got Bomber fans everywhere. So that's part of being a Bomber is that special family feeling, and you feel it everywhere you go. So they're big for us, just like they're big for us at home.
Sounds good to me, Mike. Good luck in Game 3 tonight.
Thanks very much, Robert.
Mike Reagan, the head coach of the Bombers, once again here on 102.9 CFBR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Clear. Bailey Homes knows that you want your home to be just that.
Good.
Your own. They're ready to move homes, and on-site builds are customized so that you get exactly what you want. Bailey Homes prides themselves on the quality of the build and providing you with every aspect of their expertise. With years of experience building and moving homes to the north, let Bailey Homes make your dream
10 seconds.
home a reality. Call toll-free 1-855-773-0217 or visit bailey-homes.ca.
You're on.
SJHL Coaches Show continues. Scott Marty, the head coach of the Humboldt Broncos, joins us. Scott, and here we are getting ready for Game 3, and I know you really can't reflect too much of the first 2 games, but as we're sitting here tonight, you must be thinking how you're down 0-2, because I got to tell you, I don't have any official numbers to back this up, but I think you must have the puck 70 to 75% of the time in the game.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's high, but I feel like we, you know what, they probably deserve better last game, but that's hockey, right? You got to be good to be lucky, and you know what? That's the credit to Flin Flon. They're getting those areas to get those goals, and they're getting rewarded, right? So that's a big thing for us. We got to get to those areas, and you know, keep not allowing them into our danger area, which I think we've been doing a great job of. And like it was last year, she's a game of less than inches probably.
It certainly is. We were talking a little bit about this before we went to air, and a question I was going to ask you, and I will ask you. You know, you hit a post, you hit a crossbar right off the hop. If one of those goes in, Scott, is it a different game?
Yeah, it could be, right? I know. And I think the guys are excited here to play in the Whitney Forum.
Well, I mean, you're down 2 games, but you're not out yet. The pivotal game 3 tonight. I was just talking about this with a couple of the Bomber players. Say, you know, you're only as good as your last game. You go into Humboldt, you win 2 games, you're feeling really good about yourself. You come back. Broncos come and win tonight. You're right back in the series, and all of a sudden you take the momentum just like that.
Yeah, for sure, right? Obviously, we got to get there. Like I said, we got to get those pucks that are 3 or 5%, you know, away from the net, away from the crease. And we got to get to those danger areas to get goals, right? Humay's making a great first save, and their defense are doing a good job of boxing out. So we got to find a way to get to those areas there, and hopefully tonight, hey, we can be the team that is good to get lucky too as well, and get our opportunities.
You know, your power play is so good, but you know their power play has been really good in this series, and it was the difference in the last game again. What do you have to do to shut down their power play, Scott? You've had a pretty good penalty kill all year. It kind of gets overshadowed, I guess, because of how good your power play is. But the #1 ranked penalty killing team too. What are they able to do on the power play against you right now?
I think a couple of goals come. One was not getting the puck down. When you don't clear the puck, she ends back in the net. Another one was a one-timer by Dupero's got a great shot, right? So obviously you got to get in front of those and either make the first save or block it, right? So I think that's the danger area there, and they do a good job around the net looking for those rebounds, right? So I think maybe we just got to go back more the same that we've done all year, right? There's no point changing when we were running at the high percent where we were, and I think the biggest key is just getting in front of Dupero and Richmond and Walker. They're all 3 left shots there. You know they want the one-timers. Everybody in the building knows who's been here for a few games. Anybody who watches videos knows as well. But you got to get in front of it. Those three great players up there as well. Credit to them.
Well, it should be really interesting to see what happens here tonight. Do you need to get the first goal, Scott?
I don't know if we need to, but hey, man, if they can help us, right? That's the biggest thing for us. You know, about giving any pucks in the middle, any pucks on the outside. They kind of get over the red line. Not a bad play put her in the net right now. That's the big key here going forward.
I got an interesting question to ask you, and I'll be interested to get kind of your response on it. Is home ice kind of overrated now? I mean, at one time it was such a big deal. But I mean, we saw the last series between Flin Flon and Estevan. Other teams were able to win the other team's ring. You played better at the Whitney Forum the last couple of years than you have against them in your own building for whatever reason. I'll throw this at you. Is home ice overrated?
Yeah, it can be, right? You got 2 rinks that get great fans, so I think it's good for both clubs. I think the biggest thing is that home does put a little bit more pressure on yourself. Maybe that's where we're already grabbing our sticks and going, oh darn, I can't put it over. Come on, I need to be better, right? And then that naturally gets you frustrated for your next shift and goes on, right? So on the road, you don't have much pressure. You just got to play. You just got to play and put your skates on, and I think that's, like you said, is it an advantage? I don't know. That's a good question, right? And that's one we'll see tonight here.
Less distractions on the road, though, isn't it, Scott? I mean, you guys can really focus in and take care of business a little bit easier being at home, visiting with friends, visiting bills. Not that anything's wrong with that, but you know what I mean. Less distractions. You can really come together as a unit here.
Yeah, you're 100% right, Rob. In the playoffs time, you see families coming to visit, right? You got cousins, uncles, sisters, you name it, right? People coming to see you. You can focus here on hockey. Obviously, you get the day before, you get up there. You know, you get with your teammates a little tighter. You get on the bus. You know, that's where you get the camaraderie, right? That's where you build your team. And like I said, hey, maybe we had 18 guys going last game, but we need 20. So we need 20 here going tonight. And I think if we have 20 going the right way, I like our chances. But hey, it's going to be a good hockey game, that's for sure.
It certainly will be. One last thing. What's the mood of your group here heading into Game 3 tonight?
We're great. These guys are good, right? They've been through this stuff a while, right? We got a good mix of young and old guys. Our veterans have had some meetings with them. Coaching staff here, we've had meetings with them. You know what? I think we just got to go play. You got to go play. You know what? If we do what we can do, add another, like I said, 5 to 10%. I like our odds. Hey, we got to lay it in the line and see what happens.
Thanks for this, Scott. Good luck in the pivotal Game 3 for you and your group tonight.
Always great to chat, Rob.
Madness, game number 3. Bombers up 2 games to none, but have to get this one tonight. Cannot let your foot off the gas pedal against this very dangerous Humboldt club.
And I think that's exactly the point that this Bomber team needs to think with, right? You got to have your foot on the pedal 100%. You know what? You take it off for 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Those are the opportunities that this Humboldt team is going to look for. Those bad passes, they're going to try and break them up. They're going to try and get through, and they're going to look for the cracks. So that's what you say. This team cannot let up one bit if the Bombers want to win today.
Bailey Holmes goes into the game. The Bombers will start off with a big threesome here. Sylvester, Boxler, Duperol, all tremendous in the regular season and all have been big here in the postseason as well. Vaughn Sprecken, who just picked up the SJHL Defenseman of the Week, he's joining the back end here with King. Harmon Laser-Hume between the pipes tonight. Picked up another SJHL Goalie of the Week award. So we're underway. Broncos quick to get the puck at center. This is Xavier Roy. Hit Marburg, they're offside. Flin Flon can't clear. The Broncos will hold it in. Marburg's backhander. Kicked away that time by Laser-Hume. Big body check there. Marburg hammering one of the Bombers, and he's slow to get up. Meanwhile, Berlagi will put that. Look out. We got Duperot down, and he does not look good as he's going to make his way to the bench here. What a loss off the hop. Podolek just fires that one wide. Cole Duperot struggling to get off the ice. A big hit here by Marburg right off the hop, and that'd be a huge loss. Another hit coming up. Flin Flon going to go on the power play here. But boy, that didn't look good. I don't know if you've got to look at that Duperot down the corner or not.
Yeah, I could see him laying down, but I didn't really see what happened as we're kind of blocked here. But yeah, not a great start so far for the Bombers, and some great opportunities right off the hop here for Humboldt. 2 or 3 great shots that had some potential to go in, but great start here for Humboldt.
Well, Podolek's taking a penalty, so Flin Flon will get a power play right off the hop here. My concern is Cole Duperot. Boy, if they're going to advance past this round, they're going to need him. The Bomber power play's been very good in this series, actually. They're ranked still second overall at 28.6%, 10 goals on 35 opportunities. The Bronco penalty kill has slid a little bit. Like we mentioned, it was huge in the regular season. It's fallen to number 3 in the postseason again. Up Flin Flon 4 for 7 on the power play so far in this series.
Wow. And yeah, it looked like Duperot was holding his stomach as he was going, or his ribs as he was going off the ice there. So hopefully he'll make a return.
His hand is what it looks like to me. That was the injury that he had.
Oh.
We'll see what happens. Trombley, Silvestri, Kane up front. We got Richmond and Mercer on the back end. So the Broncos right off the draw will hammer down. Look at this. Yoki comes barreling in there. Boy, this Bronco team have come out all guns ablaze. They've only played 1 minute, but they look pretty good here in the early going. Flin Flon kind of back on their heels a little bit, and I'm sure concerned about Cole Duperot on the bench. Flin Flon trying to get outside their own zone. Zilke hauled down here. Puck picked up by Mercer. He'll take off. So Mercer brings it back to center. Ceccarelli got a piece of it and goes right back to Silvestri. Silvestri in over the Humboldt line. They're offside. And a minute 22 gone. A very aggressive Humboldt Bronco team here off the hop, but we knew that they would be. Boy, the first 10 minutes tonight. We talked about it. It probably sounds like a broken record, but it's such a big thing.
Oh, absolutely. You saw right there, right on that loose puck, quick dump down. It looks like Bomber's going to get it clear and free, but Humboldt's right there.
Dupero's come out on the ice.
Wow, there we go.
Big news for them. Trombley, Silvestri, Duperot. 18 goals on the power play in the regular season. He's got a couple in the postseason as Mercer will hammer that one in. Flin Flon wants to get some chances on Moshi here early as well. Richmond will hold it in. Throws it over to Mercer. Back to Richmond. His shot blocked it. Mercer a chance, and that's blocked again. Nice job by the Broncos there. Richmond from the blue line hangs on to it. He won't shoot it. Richmond back up. Oh, backdoor through the legs of Silvestri. What a feed by Richmond. He'll hold it in. Up the left side here to Mercer. Back to Richmond. 55 seconds ago. The power play is a hard drive fired wide again by Duperot. Richmond holds it in. Flin Flon still looking for their first official shot of the game. Richmond again at the blue line. Left side here for Mercer. A nice backhand pass to Richmond at the blue line. Back out front. There's a chance again by Duperot. That got blocked another time. Outstanding job by Cook as he's blocked 2 shots here. Flin Flon will hold it in. Silvestri tries to get away from Cook along the boards. Silvestri back in the net. Centers it out front to Mercer. Back in tight. Cook trying to grab a hold of it. Silvestri back in the net. This is Silvestri, slides it out front. They can't shoot it. Richmond back out front. Mercer from an off angle. Motu the save. Gets the rebound there on Trombley. Big save by Motu. Bombers hold it in. Back at wrap around by Silvestri. Sliding out front with Cook again. Boy, has he been lethal on this penalty kill. Flin Flon will hold it. Duperot shot. Off a stick over top of the net. Tremblay knocks it down. Penalty is over. Totally got the box. He's going to pick it up as Dupro went off for a bad line change. And I think another penalty in behind the play here. Tremblay taken down. A slashing penalty to Marburg. And Tremblay's laying on the ice. The Broncos have targeted the Bombers' two best offensive players here in the first couple of minutes of the game.
Well, what a great job there on the power play for the Bombers. Obviously no goals, but spectacular job trying to find those chances. And Alexis Silvestri has had a great series and great playoffs so far, and what a great job by him just hugging that post right there beside Motu, just looking for the opportunity. Almost came close twice, but just fell short. But if you're Mike Reagan, definitely not disappointed with that power play.
Tremblay is down. They got, I guess, slashed in behind the play by Marburg. I didn't see it. I was watching Code leak up the ice here. As he stuck past everybody, it looked like it was going to be an odd man rush. Tremblay gets back up. Okay, but it's interesting. If both the Bombers' top offensive guys have been taken down here in the first 3 minutes of the game.
Yeah, you don't want to make the assumption that they're doing it intentionally, but at the same time, it's, pretty scary for the Bombers there, but seems like Tremblay is going to the bench okay. Hopefully he returns.
Mercer will take the face-off here against Silky to the right of Motu. We're still scoreless. It's back-to-back power plays for Flin Flon early. I know the Broncos want to play aggressive, but they also want to stay on the penalty box, I'm sure. But you talk about the Bomber power play. I was more impressed with the Humboldt penalty kill. They blocked a lot of shots. Off the face-off. Flin Flon after it again. This is Ethan Mercer. Blue line to Houle. Just holds it in. Ceccarelli will get it. Almost had Silky for the short-handed break. Houle came over. He's tripped up. That's wanted another penalty. They've already had two power plays to start the game. Mercer in the corner. Wraps it around the boards. King will pinch in. Back to the line. Knocked down by Von Sprecken. Out front. Nice pass. Maybe one too many. King off the boards. Throws it back to the point. Houle will knock it down. Back out front to Kane. Out front to King. A shot. That one hit, I think, Mercer in front. And boy, Shots just having a real tough time making the way through. The Broncos have really boxed out well. Flin Flon throws it back to Von Sprecken. Back to King. Back to Houle. This is Von Sprecken along the right-hand boards. Throws it back to blue line. Nobody there again. Way too many passes. Laserhume comes out. Plays it to King on his side of center. Just gets it by the Bronco penalty killer, Cody Leak, who's had a nice game here so far. Houle forced back in his own zone. Back in the goal to Von Sprecken. 55 seconds to go in the Flin Flon power play. 60 minutes to go here in the opening period. Here's the quick pass to Blockler. Blockler down the right side for Silvestri. Behind him. Cook will get a hold of it. Flin Flon's offside. He'll slide that over to Berlagi. Berlagi now will lean into this one and hammer it off the glass back in Flin Flon territory. 38 seconds to go in the power play. The Bombers have only had one shot on the second power play attempt. Here's the quick pass to Dupro. Back across the Bronco line, looking for some room. Dupro hangs onto the slot. He'll drop it back to Richmond. Trying to get it across to Walker. He'll just hold it in. Spins, fires. Hit Bridger. Back it up for Silvestri. Trying to come back out front. That got blocked that time by Berlagi. Flin Flon holds it in again. Masterful job of blocking shots by the Broncos tonight. Back to blue line. Richmond ain't there. And it comes all the way back in the Flin Flon zone. And that's going to pretty much do it for the power play. One last chance. Dupro takes the pass. He'll fire that on target. And the save made here by Motu. But Flin Flon back-to-back power plays, just 5 shots. None of them have been in tight on the goalie.
And you got to give credit here to the Humboldt Broncos.
Their penalty kill's fantastic.
Yeah, doing a great job right in front there of Motu to break up everything, laying the body out there, blocking with the passes. Great job on the penalty kill. Bombers trying to get something going there, but just couldn't get anything through.
3 seconds on the power play. Big face-off between Silky. I'd say probably the Broncos' best face-off man. He lines up here against Stibby. The puck will roll to the front of the net. They cut the tear down the ice. That will do it for the power play. Flin Flon 0 for 2 here tonight. Boy, that Bronco penalty kill looking very, very good. Tanchuk inside his own zone, up the boards to Egan. Remember him back in the lineup for first time, I think, since early February. Broncos get it, knock it down. There's a chance off the goalpost there. They'll throw it back out front again. To the line. Miles gets it. Trying to shoot it. Fights off a check. Miles. Breaking in, a shot at the short side and off the right arm that time by Laserhume. Ceccarelli after it, he fires that on target. The blockers being made again. Flin Flon kind of looking like they're standing in quicksand here. A very good start for the Broncos tonight. Mueller will clear to center. That one off, and he'll hammer it back inside the Flin Flon zone. Fry will grab it. Bell watches him out front. 14:20 to go in the opening period. Still scoreless. Here's Tanchuk. Gets it ahead to Galinshin. Galinshin barreling down the left side. Galinshin a chance again. It gets blocked. Roy gets it to the blue line. Bridger held it in for the time being. Now it comes out. This is Barloggi. Stood up by Von Sprecken, a nice defensive play. Puck rolled back to the Bomber net. Roy tried to come back out front. Grabbed here, fired off the boards. Barloggi can't hold it in. Feeds it back to Cater. Cater in center. Left it back to Flin Flon zone. That'll be a nice thing called against the Broncos. They'll blow that down with 13:48 remaining here in the opening period. And a great start by Humboldt here tonight, but we knew that they were going to come out strong. Again, going back to that power play, you know, it's interesting. I was talking to Jacob Walkler in Humboldt in game 2, and I asked him when they got back on their heels in game 1 when Humboldt was all over them in that third period. I said, what do you got to do? He said, we've got to keep it simple. They're trying to pass a little too fancy-dancy on that power play.
Oh, I'd agree 100%. They had a few chances, you know, after the second pass they could have put it through, but a little too many passes.
Von Sprecken will throw that one in deep. Walker trying to get a little bit of room here. Walker, nice way to get away along the boards here. Looked like he was pinned up there pretty good. Walker will spin away, back to blue line again. Von Sprecken banned on that one. Sylvester can't get it. He comes over to Dupro, and he'll lift that over top of the net. Broncos send it back down the ice. Von Sprecken's got to hurry as he's got Ewens coming in on him. He'll turn the corner. Von Sprecken regroups back of his own net. Very aggressive forecheck by Humboldt here early. Here's a pass intercepted. Broncos will backhander fired over top of the net. That's a call-up that they've got in uniform here tonight. As the fans hear that, Broncos come back the other way. Drop the puck back, a chance with wide that time. To try to figure out who the heck that is. I never wrote it down on my game sheet. That's 51. Cameron, can you make that out? This printing is so small.
51?
Yeah.
That would be Connor Miller.
Connor Miller, okay. I can't even read it. They have the line on the sheet here. Anyway, a couple of good chances for him, including intercepting that pass in the Bomber blue line. So Connor Miller, a call-up in uniform here tonight. A good first shift for him. Benby also a new addition. He's going to take the face-off here against the Bombers. Colin Olsen, who had that big power play goal back in game number 2. Broncos win the face-off to the blue line. Lacombe will hold it in the corner. Broncos try to work it back up front. Good move along the boards that time by Boucher. He's got his guy hooked up, but Flin Flon is able to work it free. Bridger to center. Sends it the length of the ice. Gets dumped after the play with the puck inside the Broncos zone. Boucher gets it back. Nifty move there. Played that one ahead. Here's Benby on a scapegoat. Seth throws it back to center. Bridger trying to get him behind the knee. But taken off the play by Lacombe. The puck comes back to Benby at center. He can't hold on. Flin Flon gets it back. Miles knocks it down in his own zone. Plays this one back to the big D-man Lacombe. Lacombe ahead to Boucher. Intercepted. Puck comes back to center. Broncos fires back at Flin Flon territory. Laser Hume will stop that back of his net. Richmond will pick it up with just under 12 minutes to go. Stretch pass to Egan. Goes back to center. Broncos get it back. This is Roy. In a line. Ran out of room there. Tap checking on the board. Roy goes down. The puck stays in. Here's Barloggi through traffic. Knocked down in front. Broncos after the loose puck. Flin Flon plays it ahead in the left-hand boards. Picked up by Egan. Just gets out. He's held up. Mueller's after it. Barloggi ties up with him at center. Stibby can't get to it. Puck will roll back inside the Humboldt zone. Up the middle to Roy. He'll get a stick on it. It'll roll into the glove and grabbed and held on here by Laser Hume with 11:23 to go in the opening period. Shots now favoring Humboldt 7-5 on our Eddie's Family Food shot clock.
Despite those first 2 power plays, it looks like the Humboldt Broncos are pretty even here with the Flin Flon Bombers. Lots of great opportunities there, and as you mentioned, great forechecking so far, and even on the one before, on the last play, broke that one up, almost had the nice backhander right in there from the slot, but couldn't get it through, but pretty even so far.
Well, you notice anytime that Humboldt throws the puck down the ice, they're going full tilt after the Bomber defense. I'll tell you what, you got to keep your eyes open. You're going to get caught if you're not really watching the play, because Humboldt is really barreling down on him, but Flin Flon should get a chance in here. This is Dupro in the corner, trying to come back out front. But again, the Humboldt forecheck has been magnificent. Bombers with the steal, though. Back to Tadchuk. He shot on target. There's a good save by Moat, who kicked out the rebound right back to center. And Flin Flon will touch it back offside. But again, every time they dump it, they're just getting like a good head of steam on them. And Flin Flon, if they're not alert, could throw the puck away like we saw happen when Miller intercepted that pass to the blue line. You pressure guys, that's when you get turnovers.
Well, we talked about not letting your foot off the gas, and you know what? It's those kind of situations where they're going to make them pay if they do. It doesn't matter if you think you have the puck. With this Humboldt team trailing you, you got to give it 100%.
Great game plan by Scott Barney here so far. Amaral will fire that on target. There's a rebound right out front that time for Newlands, who already has two goals against the Bombers in this series. But I'll tell you what, they've been the better team here so far, and they're dictating the pace again tonight.
I would agree 100%. You know what? I think they're playing a bit more physical too. Bombers getting some good hits out there, but this Humboldt team really finishing every check and letting the Bombers know they're there beside them every time.
Ceccarelli will take the face-off here against Mercer. A scoreless game with 10:54 to go in the opening period. Broncos really looking. This is their best effort so far in the series for sure. There's a chance. Laser Hume stopped that. And that one looked like it had the top corner labeled. His best save in the hockey game. Ceccarelli was out front looking for a redirection, a screen, whatever he could provide. But boy, a good start by the Broncos again with another face-off inside the Flin Flon zone. 10:49 to go opening period. 9-6 the shots in favor of the Broncos. I'll tell you what, a lot of them have been in tight as well. Not a lot of real perimeter shots. They're getting in close. Macomb will fire that back inside the Flin Flon zone. Von Sprecken gets it to settle down back to his own net. Played it ahead to Kane. Up the boards to Kane. Macomb took a couple of whacks at him. Got the puck free. Played it back to center. Now they got Mercer behind the play running into the goal. The puck will go back to the Flin Flon zone. Well, you got to keep your eyes open all over the place. There's stuff literally happening all over the puck right now deep in Flin Flon territory. Broncos work it free. That's Kim to the blue line to Miles. His long shot. Redirects. Nobody knows where it is, though. It's in the equipment of Von Sprecken. Try to get that one ahead to Galinchin. Von Sprecken will get it back off the board. Miles is back. Knocked it down in his blue line. Played it back across the bomber line. King is there. Sends a pass across to Richmond. Back up the boards to Mueller calling for it, but Miles quickly came over and took it away from him. Miles leaves it back to the net. Here's the quick pass to center. Tipped in that time. Bell after it back to the net. He has Boucher out front. Puck comes back out front. There's a great chance again that time by Benby. And Laser Hill is there to make another stop. It's been all him so far in this opening period.
Oh, and he's done great so far in the playoffs. Second ranked so far in the playoffs, the .938 save percentage. But Rob, right there is kind of what we're talking about. Nice little dump there by Humboldt. Humboldt's able to get in front on the chase and almost have a nice scoring opportunity right in front of the net.
Immediate timeout. Flin Flon needs to regroup. They're back on their heels here big time in the opening period. This is Great Furniture, Flin Flon Bomber Hockey, right here on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Clear. It's time to do more at Frontline Sport and Leisure. Be ready when the trails are for Polaris Rangers, Razors, Generals, and ATVs. It's time to think outside, and Frontline wants you to think big. Get up to $3,000 off select off-road vehicles. Spring is here on the calendar, so be ready when it comes for real. Visit Frontline Sport and Leisure in Creighton, 688-5555.
Hey, Northern Manitoba. University College of the North is cheering for our Northern hockey team, the Flin Flon Bombers. We know that this is a big deal, and we want to wish the best in the playoffs. A healthy sports tradition and education go hand in hand. At UCN, we believe that here you can win. Good luck and go Bombers.
10 seconds. You're on.
Back house here at the Whitney Forum tonight. They're trying to get the wave rolling here to get the crowd in. Off the face-off, there's a chance by Boucher. First one that puck out. Olsen all by himself will try to bring it in. He'll tap the puck in. The phone is there. Played it ahead, comes to the blue line. Held in by Richmond. He'll throw it back to the goal. And the kid gives it for the puck. Mark will love it to get right back. That's Benby.
shot too. Had the opportunity, had the room, but just a sliver and just goes off and up into the net.
Flin Flon will switch the lines up for the big face-off inside the Broncos zone. 8:17 to go in the opening period. 11-6 Humboldt out shooting Flin Flon. Mueller, Stibby, and Egan come out there. Tantrum and Noah Hope once again on the back end. Broncos with the face-off zone. So Cat Pearson comes on the back end. There's Cook back at his own net around the board. Egan couldn't knock it down. Stibby there tries to get a stick on it. Throws it back in.
Ready cross, Sam's ready cross.
Cook will race after, gets backhander, he'll flip the puck out. Kanachik knocks it down outside.
Outside.
He'll slide it in. Cook is waiting for it. Cook passing out.
that are going on.
Well, we knew that Humboldt was going to dig deep, right? Again, they cannot afford to go down 3 games to none. Mercer against Silkio. They face up the Broncos with another draw picked up by Legault. Up the court, that's picked up here by Kim, the speedster down the wing. Kim across the Bonner line, bobbing and weaving, throws it out front. Kane will intercept. Kane feeds it back to King. 5 seconds to go. Drops that back. Here's a chance for Kane. Lob hits Steve. He'll get a hold of it. Chips it in. Takes a good hit this time. Look out. On a good piece of him. I don't think he liked the back off that puck at the buzzer.
Yeah, we just talked about who wants it more, Rob, and who's going to play with more heart. Well, because here, both teams, you can clearly see, they're both playing with heart, and they're just giving each other shots after every single whistle. But hopefully it doesn't get too out of hand, and penalties are pretty tame for both teams.
So no goals after the opening period. I'm very interested to see what's going to happen with Jeremy Tremblay. You did not see him leave the ice, right?
I did not see him leave the ice.
I didn't see him on the bench. Something else happened here. He took that splash off the top here.
As they all come off the there he is.
Anyway, we'll take a break. You're going to get a coming right up. The Bombers get another big break, though. We'll talk about that when we return. You're listening to Great Morning for Flin Flon Bomber playoff hockey here on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Clear.
Eddie's Family Foods are uptown grocery store.
10.
Happy to serve you. You can count on Eddie's to
4.
stock up your favorite brands, delicious bakery treats, and the perfect selection of polished meats and ready-made meals. Friendly and helpful service with one-on-one customer assistance is how Eddie's makes you feel welcome and appreciated. And Eddie's customer service is an attitude, not a department. Big enough to serve you and small enough to care. Eddie's Family Foods.
May not feel like it just yet, but spring has sprung at Pharmacy. New clothing items from the Cattle and Lily White collection allows you to be comfy as you dress to impress. Warm up that green thumb with garden items so you're able to plant early. Plus, new electronic items and the M&M Express Food Market will excite and delight. With knowledgeable pharmacists, helpful staff, visit when you need to or just to check out all the new items. Your life, your store, your pharmacy.
Get ready to get wild for Wild Wing Wednesdays at Chicken Chef. Serving up tasty and delicious wing specials every Wednesday starting at 7 with original 16 on tap. Grab your friends, your family, co-workers, buddies, or whoever, and head on down to Chicken Chef for Wild Wing Wednesdays. Tons of different flavors and tons of fun. Also enjoy some Chicken Chef classics as well. Pizza, burgers, poutine, and so much more. Open Monday to Saturday, 8 to 10, and Sundays, 8 to 3. Chicken Chef, where it always feels like home.
Make your Easter a feaster at the North of 53 Co-op. From a quiet gathering to a big to-do, the Co-op can elevate existing traditions and help build new ones. Turkeys and hams, of course, but take a real good look in the Co-op's meat department for marinated offerings and pre-made items that will save you time, but won't skimp on the flavor. And always take a look for fun things to put in that Easter basket. It's all at the North of 53 Co-op. You're at home there.
Hud Bay is proud to be a sponsor of this Bomber broadcast. From donations for bursaries, hockey schools, clubs, community events, charities, and so much more, Hud Bay has supported our community with dedication and generosity, contributing
10
to
seconds.
events and organizations. Hud Bay thanks the people of Flin Flon for their continued support.
Look at all the features on my new washer and dryer. This one is for extra spin, and with this one here, I can program a delayed start. Though I haven't figured that one out yet. Oh, and it's got all these lights over here. I have no idea what they mean. Oh, and over here.
Sophisticated, not complicated. With a Whirlpool washer and dryer from Great Furniture and Appliance Center, you get the technology without the confusion, and you can ask all your questions.
10 seconds.
Whirlpool washer and dryers are simple and efficient, and when you get your Whirlpool at Great Furniture and Appliance Center, you know what you're taking home.
You're on.
Alrighty, welcome back to Whitney Forum, our opening intermission courtesy of the North of 53 Co-op. Tonight, Rob Hart joined by the Big M, Austin Manis. Tonight, Austin, no goals to talk about that opening period, but lots of other stuff to talk about. Shots favored the Broncos 14-11. And out of those 11 shots, I don't know if Benjamin Moten, I think he made one good save when he slid across. The Broncos have done an outstanding job not allowing Flin Flon to get to good spots. shots in front. They killed 2 power plays back-to-back to kick off the game and have blocked a ton of shots so far tonight. I mean, nothing against Motu, but, geez, they're doing all the work for him tonight.
Oh, he's definitely getting a lot of help from his guys on defense. And if I wasn't counting, but if we're to put a number on it, I'd say at least 5 or 6 shots right now stop from Humboldt just from their defensemen and guys.
They blocked like 20 shots in that opening period.
Oh, they've done a great job, and like you said, no discredit to Motu. He's done a great job as well, but it's a good feeling for him and a good feeling of security to have those guys right there helping him. He knows he can leave the side a bit open because those guys are going to get those sticks in there and help him out a bit. So great defense here by the Humboldt Broncos, and also not bad here by the Bombers, but I think defensively the Humboldt Broncos doing a tiny bit better job.
Well, they're not letting Flin Flon get into those good areas. That includes a couple of power plays. I think Flin Flon had 4 shots in the power play in both of those back-to-back, and they were all perimeter shots. He did not get any insight at all, as he either hit a Bomber or a Bronco jumped out front. Hook on that one penalty kill in particular, blocked 2 or 3 on his own. So they've dug deep for sure, but the Bombers do get a break because the Broncos do score, but the referee ruling that there was a Bronco in the crease and disallowed it. And here's the thing, and listen to me carefully when I say this. I'm not saying that this hasn't been called before. I'm just saying that I haven't seen a call before at this level. So I was a little bit surprised by that, but a big break for Flin Flon because really Humboldt should be up 1-0 after 1.
No, absolutely. And from up here, I thought that was a goal. And, like you said, how many games have you called in the SJHL? Not a very common thing to see that call. But rather than that, great job by Hartman Laser Hume. He's doing an amazing job.
Yeah, he's had to be the busier of the 2 goalies for sure.
Oh, absolutely. They're firing shots on him. He's done a great job. So Flin Flon Bombers, I think really the thing they got to work on right now, like you said, is just trying to get those shots through. And I think one of the biggest issues with the Bombers right now is they're trying to pass a bit too much. They have the opportunities after the first and second pass, but they're trying to do a little too much and get a little too greedy on the opening. So I think the passing is doing a great job, but they just got to rip it after 1 or 2 shots when they see the opening and get the opportunity, because at that point they're just letting Humboldt get back into position when they keep passing it around that much.
We'll see what happens, but it is a scoreless opening period. 14-11 is the shots in favor of the Broncos. And how do these teams rank when they're tied up after one period of play? I got Humboldt. They're 1-0 when they've been tied after 1, and Flin Flon is 2-0-2 when they've been tied up after 1 period of play. So no goals, a disallowed goal though by the Broncos. We'll see what that leads to in period number 2. We'll take a break. We got more of the opening intermission coming up. We're going to be joined by Ethan Mercer, who is Creighton Pizza Player Profile tonight. He'll join us next. Leads the team in goals to the playoffs, by the way, with 5. He joins us momentarily here on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Clear.
Bubbly sparkling water is the best. It has the fizz that gives the zest. With lots of flavors, there's no contest, cause bubbly.
What are you doing?
Just rapping about bubbly sparkling water to tell people how good it is.
Is that really necessary?
Well, I wanted to,
Why don't you just tell them that bubbly sparkling water has 15 different flavors, no sugar, no calories, and it gives you that refreshing and delicious taste you crave?
I think that's a better idea.
Arctic Beverages, proud supplier of bubbly sparkling water. Crack a smile.
It's that feeling you get, and it comes from Creighton's Pizza. There's 1 slice left, 1 chicken wing, just enough salad to fill your plate. With friends, family, you can evenly divide it up and share. But it's Creighton's Pizza, so you're gonna take it all for yourself.
10 seconds.
Shove, claw, no holds barred. 688-2080, Creighton's Pizza, fight for the last slice.
You're on.
Welcome to our Creighton Pizza Player Profile. Ethan Mercer joins us, leads the Bombers in goals here so far in the postseason with 5, and a couple big goals, including that empty netter to help seal the deal in Game 2 against the Broncos back on Saturday. How are you enjoying this postseason run with Flin Flon?
No, it's been amazing. Obviously, playing here at the Whitney, it's definitely a different atmosphere to what I've been used to playing in, but I'm really enjoying it. Love the fan support, and it's been a great experience so far.
You know what long playoff drives are all about. Part of the Brooks Bandits last year, not only did they win the Alberta League, but of course won the national championship. Take me through the run to win the Alberta Hockey Crown. I mean, you were a great team. I think pretty much the #1 ranked team in the country all year. Well, what was that experience like for you?
No, it was definitely surreal. One in a lifetime experience for sure. Obviously, we had a pretty good team last year. So I think just with that team, we were able to come together super close towards the end of the regular season and the playoffs. So I think that's what we're kind of getting into now with our team, and I think that'll be a huge asset for us moving forward.
What's it like with that Brooks team? I mean, the attitude must be, how can anybody beat us? I mean, you're so dominant. How many games did the team even lose last year?
We lost 1 in the playoffs, the whole playoff run. But yeah, it's just everyone was...
And less than 10 in the regular season, right?
Yeah, less than 10. I think it's just everyone is super confident within themselves, within the team. Everyone just shows up to the rink today with the attitude that we're going to win and that we're the better team every day. So I think that's what I'm trying to bring into this team, just bringing that positive attitude every day and that confidence that we are a great team, that we can win.
Well, you've proven that so far. I mean, Humboldt's a pretty good hockey club. You went in there, won both games in their building. What was the secret to the success, though? Why are you up 2 games to none coming back here for Game 3 tonight?
I think we were just physical on them. Obviously, watching that Nipawin series, we don't think they were very physical on them. We don't think we got to their top players. So I think that was a big key for us, was getting on their top players early, being physical on them, and not letting them have time and space that they're used to having.
You know, have a big role with this hockey club. If I was to say to you heading into Game 3 of the semifinal, you'd be leading your team in goals. Would you have taken that?
I mean, I would have liked to taken it, but I think right now, I'm just happy to help the team win.
Well, I mean, you know what winning's all about. I mean, I'm assuming playing with a program like Brooks, you must really learn a lot being a player, especially with a lot of guys that probably going to go on and do some great things in hockey, whether it's professional, whether it's college or whatever. Some pretty impact guys. What do you learn playing with a group like that?
I think, again, it's just the confidence. Like, they have so much confidence within themselves. Like, they don't have any doubt within their abilities. So I think just learning from that, and that was a big thing for me, was just confidence. So I think that's something I learned from them.
How is your role different with this Flin Flon team compared to playing with them?
I was definitely more of a physical guy last year, coming to the rink every game, just being physical and being a big presence on the ice. This year, I think I have more of an offensive role for sure. Obviously, playing with 2 guys like Zach Kate and Jeremy Tremblay, it's a big help. So I think they complement me really well, and yeah, I definitely like having this big role on this team for sure.
That Estevan series was kind of right up your alley too. Those are pretty physical. They don't skate as offensive dynamic as either your team or Humboldt, so they had to play a little bit different way. That series kind of right up the alley, the way that you like to play?
Yeah, no, for sure. Obviously, Estevan they're a good team. They're pretty physical, which is, I don't mind. I'm a big kid, so I don't shy away from the physical stuff. And yeah, it was just a really fun series to play. Obviously, going to 7. It was a nail biter, but we got it done.
You know, the funny thing is, in hockey, you're only as good as your last game. You win both games in Humboldt, which is obviously huge. But, you know, if they come in here and beat you tonight, they're right back in the series and they take momentum back. Boy, this is a big, big hockey game both ways tonight.
Yeah, no, it's a huge game. I think we just got to come out the first 10 minutes. Hopefully get an early one here. And obviously we have the Whitney Forum advantage on our side. So hopefully we can use that to our advantage and come out with a win tonight.
Do you expect them to be at their best tonight? The best so far in the 3 games you've seen?
Yeah, no, for sure. We saw that last series with Estevan. Game 3, they came out. They brought their best. So tonight we're going to see Humboldt's best game. And hopefully we can deploy their form and come out to it.
Well, that Estevan series is obviously a pretty good example. I mean, you had Estevan down 3-1 after 2. You win that game. I don't think it gets to 7. They won that game. They got some life. They got some confidence and had to go the distance.
Yeah, no, I think we got to learn from that. Coming in the 3rd period with the lead, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to learn how to shut the door and how to win those games in the 3rd period. And I think we've done a good job with that so far this series.
I know I caught up with you earlier in the year after you got the trade. Again, take me back. Were you looking for a deal? Were you surprised it was the SJHL? Were you surprised you were moved to Flin Flon?
I was looking for it a little bit. Obviously, I didn't have the greatest start to the year, so I was looking for a bit of change of scenery. But when I found out Flin Flon was an option, it was a no-brainer for me, seeing how they did in Centennial last year, how they did in the league final, so I was really excited to come here for sure.
You mentioned Flin Flon, the Centennial Cup last year. Do you remember watching any of their games? Were you kind of intrigued by their team a little bit?
Yeah, no, I caught a little bit of their games here and there, but I definitely saw how much heart and how much character they had, how much physicality they played with, and that was definitely something I was intrigued in.
You know, it's funny you mentioned character and heart because I've been talking to your coach this year, Mike Reagan. He says that's why he feels that your team has been really successful.
Yeah, no, he's been talking about that all year, how we need to have the heart and character over teams. I mean, we don't have obviously the greatest skill, like, compared to some other teams, but I think we have the heart and the character that most teams don't have.
And I think you guys really showed that down the stretch with all the injuries, too. I mean, you were still able to hold on to 3rd spot without your top 6 scorers in the lineup. You ever played on a team that was decimated by injuries like this one has been?
No, definitely not. I think it was good for those depth guys to step up, though, and I think we did a really good job of, you know, coming to the rink and just having that attitude that no matter who we have in the lineup, we can beat any team at any given night.
I always ask guys when I talk about their greatest moment so far in hockey, I'm assuming winning that national championship last year, Estevan would be the top of the list for you. And Ethan, you've had a great playoff, and like we said, hopefully continues here in the big game 3 against the Broncos. Thanks for this. Good luck tonight. Good luck the rest of the way. Thanks, Rob. Ethan Mercer, our Creighton Pizza player profile here on 102.9 CFER and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Clear. Northland Ford proudly supports the Flin Flon Bombers in the SGA. And we know they'll play tough like the Ford F-150, the toughest truck on the market, 45 years running. Northland Ford helping the community cheer on the Bombers as they fight to bring a championship home where it belongs, and will provide you with the best selection on the lot to choose from in the North, for the North, Northland Ford. You're up.
And we're back at the Whitney Forum, hopefully hooked up on Hockey TV. So we're on 102.9 CFER, FlinFlonOnline.com for sure. We're going to start the second period 4-on-4 there, Austin, as we had a melee in behind the Flin Flon Bomber net between Marburg and Olofsson, the dying seconds. And so for the first time tonight, we're going to see 4-on-4. A couple big storylines. There's a steal by Kim right off the hop. We'll get to those in our next break. Oh, not the guy you want to turn the puck over to. Here's Zilke. Trying to work it back up front. Kim's got it along the board. The shot. Laserhill will stop that and hang on. So there'll be a face-off inside the Flin Flon zone. A couple big storylines for the opening period. Looks like the Bombers have lost Jeremy Tremblay. And the Humboldt Broncos, a goal disallowed.
Yeah, well, you know what? Jeremy Tremblay, they played with them for, a while there near the end of the season. So, you know what? Add more guys. So hopefully they can deal without him today.
Kim off the face-off. Just ripped that one wide. What a chance that was. Humboldt really coming out here. I think they're pretty determined after having that goal disallowed back in the opening period. This is Berlagi. Inside his own zone, dropped it back to Zilke. Zilke will take off with it to center. Here he goes. Nice move there. Zilke hangs on. Fires that over top of the Bomber net. Kim will hold it in. What a start by the Broncos. Here's Kaner with the steal. Back up front, tapped away, but Zilke holds it in. Another big move. He loses an edge and goes down. And Silvestri back the other way. Bacher will take the pass. Dropped it back to Silvestri down the wing. A shot. Easy save that time. Motu. He'll reach up and grab that. The Frontline Sports Feature on the town scoreboard tonight. The battle for Melfort game has not started yet with the time change. You're still about 13 minutes away from the opening faceoff. 2 games in the MJHL tonight. One game will come to an end for sure. One series will come to an end for sure with Steinbach getting wins 1-0 after 1. That's game 7. Swan Valley a 2-1 lead on the defending MJHL champions. They lead off at 2-1 also after 1 tonight. No score here. Flin Flon's got the puck at the Bronco blue line. They'll swing the pass back to Houle. Back out front. Grabbed here by Silvestri. Feeds it to Mercer. Mercer gets a quick chance, and there's a good save by Motu. One of the better chances that Flin Flon's had in the first period in a little bit. Mercer, like we said, leading the team in goals with 5. Got to a pretty good area there, got a shot away. The one thing I've noticed about Motu tonight, and you wouldn't really know this, you didn't see the first 2 games, rebound control has been exceptional.
Really? Well, yeah, you know, like you said, first shot there for the Bombers, it actually looked like there wasn't really anyone kind of in front of them or trying to block it, so great opportunity there for the Bombers.
Yeah, I guess that's another storyline from the opening period. Flin Flon really couldn't get much through at all. Boy, the Broncos did a fantastic job blocking shots there. All right, totally different hockey team tonight. Here's Miles back across the Bomber line. They like playing here at the Whitney Forum. Miles back of that, he'll hang on to it. Miles looking for someone to give it to. Flin Flon trying to take away, hits the side of the net. Back out front, Miles whipped on that one. Flin Flon trying to clear. Picked up here by Houle. Houle will get a hold of it. He'll flip it up the left side, knocked away by Lacombe in his blue line. Tanchuk will follow up. He'll fire it back in. Miles, the big Bronco D-man, fires that back to Newens, who chips it back inside Flin Flon territory. Fry back to get that, but it will be an icing call. And they'll blow it down with 18:07 remaining in the second period. The NHL here tonight. We got Ottawa, Carolina. That's even at 2 right now in the third. Florida leads Buffalo 2-1 in the third. 5-zip on Montreal in the third. Pittsburgh trails New Jersey 5-1 in the third. The Leafs up on Columbus 3-1 in the third period. Nashville ahead of Vegas 2-0 in the second. Face off back inside the Humboldt zone to the left of the goaltender. Benjamin Motu perfect so far tonight. Fry and Marburg blast past him. Marburg. Laserhill has got that puck. Get this.
up in the air. Got blown.
Along the boards here to Egan. He'll take a look. Boy, had a chance in the open third. Gave that puck away. Back up. Goes. Oh, what a save! Harvard Laserhill sliding out to make the save here on Amaral. Boy, Harvard Laserhill bailing out the Bombers there, who continue to struggle in their own zone. Here's Egan again to center. He'll flip this puck, get Mueller in there as well. Cook got a piece of it, redirected off somebody, went on a play. 17:25 remaining here in the second period. A big blow, losing Jeremy Tremblay. Never to get him. He is on the bench there, though. I do see him there. He's standing over there beside the backup goalie, Kenny Morcourt. Maybe they're only going to use him for power plays tonight, but Tremblay is on the bench here.
Oh, yeah, there he is. Well, you never know. Don't want to put him at too much risk if you don't have to.
Hasn't played a shift, though, since the opening one when he took that slash by Marburg to start the game. Von Strecken sends that back across the Bronco line, intercepted here by Berlagi. Berlagi will feed that one back. Here's Cater to Ceccarelli at center. Ceccarelli across the Bomber line. He'll bring it in. Von Strecken, though, takes it away from him. Back of the goal, it goes to King. King trying to chop that one ahead. Puck will stay in. Olsen. The Von Strecken back of the Bomber net. Off the boards here. King's got it. Flip on a little bit of room. King to center. He'll skate with it across the Bronco line. Tapped away at the last second that time by Berlagi. Here's the pass back to Kim. Kim down the left side. Knocked away, but right on the stick that time. Ceccarelli throws it out front. Grabbed here by Silvestri. 3 Bombers away. Silvestri to center. Here's Silvestri across the Humboldt line. He'll bring it in wide on Miles, but he stood his ground and took it away from. Now it goes off the side of the net. Miles is down, and he might be shaken up here. The Broncos lost their top D-man, Weagle, back in game 1. They don't want to lose another one, but tough play there for Miles, who ran right to the side of the net.
Yeah, unfortunate, but this Humboldt team, Rob, they didn't get that goal in the first. I think they should have got. You can tell right now they're trying desperately to get one to go and getting some good opportunities here against Harman Laserhume, but he shut them right down.
Well, I mean, how many good offensive chances for Flin Flon in this game? 2?
Maybe.
It's all Humboldt again. Off the face-off, Flin Flon tries to throw that one through. It's intercepted. Here's a break now for Marburg up the left side. Marburg lost the handle. Tanchuk stood his ground. Flin Flon will try to come back the other way. Here's the quick pass to Bachler. He'll flip this one in. Lacombe is there. Bachler pins him up along the boards. Puck is flipped the blue line. Houle will knock it down. Noah Houle back out front to Dubrow. His quick chance. That goes off the crossbar again. I think it redirected. Here's Bachler. Along the boards, picked up by Houle. Houle trying to get some room, runs into his own guy, Silvestri. Bachler, he got his pass intercepted. Puck bouncing back of the Humboldt net. Flin Flon can't get it. It's like a Super Bowl back there. Marburg will get it. Off the boards, lifted ahead, knocked down by Tanchuk. He hammers it back in. Cook will pick up this puck back of the Bronco net. Swings the pass back to center. Colton Leak will flip it inside Flin Flon territory. Richmond there around the boards to Kane. Kane, not sure where it is. Regroups and flips it ahead, looking for Glenchen, and center bounces away from him and sent back to center. There's Ethan Mercer. Along the boards, back inside the Broncos zone, knocked away by Cater back of the goal. Intercepted though by Glenchen. Kane trying to come out front. Nice job by Zilke to intercept that. Zilke moves that one back to Newlands. Newlands, great move here. Down the right side out front. Amaral open and gigantic by Harman Laserhill. He somehow gets his ankle on that. But boy, have the Humboldt Broncos blown past the in this second period. Harman Laserhill is keeping his team in it. What a start on Amaral, who did everything right. Made the move, appeared to have him beat, but some. Miller back the other way, long shot again. And Motu will kick that out. 14:42 to go, second period, Austin.
Now, and as you mentioned earlier, right, the Flin Flon Bombers just watching the puck go by there, just as he did as they were crossing into the Flin Flon zone, just watching the puck, and they get the great opportunity. But thankfully, I don't know how he scored a beautiful goal, a beautiful stop by Harman Laserhume.
He somehow found a way. He's in the zone right now, and they need him to be, because they've been clearly outplayed in this hockey game. Look at that 50-50, Austin. I'll tell you what your job is in the second division. You're getting us a 50-50 ticket.
I can manage that, Rob.
$18,730. And I probably hit 30 grand, but we're not even at the midway point of the hockey game yet.
Oh, it's going to keep going up for sure.
Oh, we got to get a 50-50 on this. Big face-off outside the Bronco blue line is Benvey, who I've really liked tonight. Sees his first duty in the series, taking the face-off against Stibby. Broncos win the draw. They feed it right back to the middle. Boucher kicked out ahead. They're offside, though. Benvey thought he had a step there on the D, but they're going to say he had too much of a step, so I'll blow that down. 14:28 to go, second period. 19-15 is the shots in favor of the Broncos tonight. A disallowed goal by them in the opening period. The big story tonight, I know Scott Barney very upset about it as he left the ice, waiting for his team to get a break in this series. Off the draw. Bendy will get that one in. Puck goes back to the Bomber net. Stibby tied up with his guy out front. Broncos looking for a penalty. Here's Matt Egan. He'll pick it up. Matt Egan, the center. He'll dump it in there. Excited to have his energy back in the lineup, but look at him go down there, swoop in on that loose puck. That's how you do it. Mueller tried to come back out front. Egan will go in there. Big body check there as he stands Bendy up. Miles has got the puck. He'll dish that one off. Bell gets it on target. The save is made here by Laserhill. Rebound thrown right back out front. Good job by King to knock it away. Bell trying to hold it in. Puck will bounce to center. Puck has got it. Feeds it back. Bridger almost made it too many men on the ice here. Watsbrick did a great job to block that one. Here's Bridger back across the Humboldt line. They're offside. They don't agree, but once the play's blown down, it doesn't matter.
Nothing they can do once the ref blows that whistle. And you know what? Matt Egan, you can tell he's glad to be back out there on the ice. Absolutely hustling right there. So
he's the first guy that I've seen in this game actually beat a Bronco defenseman to the puck.
I agree. You know what? It's been all Humboldt Broncos there on those loose pucks, but Matt Egan hopefully going to give some inspiration to some of the other guys on this Bomber team.
That's the first guy I've seen do it in this game for Flin Flon. They haven't won a lot of loose puck battles, but he went flying in there and got that one. Lacombe inside his own zone, knocked down here by Olafson. Back of the net for Galenchen. Galenchen again trying to get a little bit of room. Bridger can't pick it up. Puck comes outside the line. Tanchuk will tap it right back in. Lacombe will pick it up. Shots in this period, by the way, 6-4 Broncos are leading 19-15 so far on Eddie's Family Food shot clock. Still no goals, though. Broncos thought they had one back in the opening period. Here's an interception by Cook. A shot. Good save. Laserhill. Lots of traffic. Puck bouncing in front of them. And again, the Bombers playing Russian roulette in their own zone. They'll flip it out. Lacombe overskates it. Silvestri will pick it up and behind the D, but he's way offsides. And they'll blow that down with 12:57 to go in the second period. Goals again tough to come by. 50-50 now at $19,000, Austin Mattis.
Wow, $19,000. A lot of good things I could do with that, Rob.
I have a feeling if you won that 50-50, we wouldn't see you at work tomorrow. Would we?
Maybe a week or two, Rob. It'd be a nice vacation for me.
I'm sure it would be. Bachler set for the face-off outside the Humboldt blue line as he'll line up here. I think looks like Roy's going to take the face-off as a conference here, I guess, where they want to have the actual face-off. 12:57 remaining, still no goals.
Oh, it looks like Bachler's back in there now.
I don't know what this conference, they're going to move the face-offs. That's what that was all about.
Well, yeah, there we go. Glad to see Bachler back in now.
Oh, he's been in there. You're thinking of Tremblay.
Sorry, yeah, my apologies. Yeah, that's my bad.
So Bachler set for the face-off against Roy outside the Flin Flon Bomber blue line. Still no goals. They've got a lot of offensive chances for Flin Flon here tonight. This is Reese Richmond on his. He'll flip it ahead, but that's intercepted by Roy. Bombers aren't fooling anybody tonight. Boy, the Broncos are on top of everything. Try back in his own zone around the board through to Dupro. Overskates it. Roy back on top of it. Gets it back, but the Broncos take it away. Barlog at the blue line. There's a shot, and that will sail on somebody in front. I don't think it made it through to. Oh, they did take it through to Harvard Laserhill. They put a shot up there. Must have hit his right shoulder. I thought it hit somebody in front, but the goal judge has got a lot better vantage point than I do. So if he said it was a shot on net, it was a shot on net.
Great forecheck there by the Humboldt Broncos to really break it up in the Flin Flon Bomber zone and get a great shot opportunity up there from the point.
Roy set for the face-off against Silvestri once again deep in Flin Flon territory. The Bombers win the draw. Here's Dupro taking off down the wing. Dupro cuts it, gets a quick chance. Motu, he'll stop that one. Silvestri, back of the goal again. This is Bachler, taken down back of the net that time by Cater. Cater's got it. Banked it ahead to Roy. Outside the zone, he'll hit Barloggy. Barloggy jumping in the play across the line. Got to use a screen. It goes off the ankle here of Fry. Bombers after the loose puck. Grabbed here by Bachler deep inside his own zone. Again, bodies flying all over the place. There's a quick pass to Mueller at center. He'll knock it in and chase it down himself. Good job here by Mueller. The rest of the line was changing, though. Fires over the far corner. Marburg is there, tied up. Held in that time by Mercer, but Miles, the big Humboldt D-man, gets it quickly to Zilke. Zilke across the ice to Kodalik. He'll redirect that off the glass deep inside the Flin Flon zone. Picked up here quickly by Von Sprecken. Boards to Mueller, got him. Rolls back inside the Humboldt zone. Miles there. Miles manning a lot of minutes again here tonight. Here's Newens. Up the boards to Amaral. Had that breakaway moments ago. Couldn't handle that one as it rolls away from him. Comes back to Miles at center. Miles. Back to Newens. Just out of his reach. Off the glass. There. By Bridger. Down the wing. Bridger. Trying to get out front. He gets knocked on his keister that time. A nice body check by puck set back inside the Flin Flon zone. Von Sprecken up the boards. Amaral picks it off. Amaral. Boy, nice job following the other guy in. I mean, I don't think Von Sprecken saw him. Bridger looked it ahead. Hook is back. He'll play that one back to center ice. Bridger can't get to it. Trying to get a stick on it. Knocked away. He'll fire that one in. Long shot again. Easy save by Motu. Rebound is clear. Picked up by Houle at center. Here's Houle. Fadden on it, but Olsen comes over to help him out. He'll hammer it back in. 10.5 to go here in the second period. Galenchik across the Bronco line. Trying to get something going, but again, Newens will take it from him. That'll go up and hit somebody at the Bomber bench. They'll blow it down. 10:29 in the second period. Boy, the Humboldt Broncos, a fantastic effort tonight. Not giving this crowd anything to hear about.
Oh, you know what? This Bomber team is having a very difficult time getting some time on attack. And just when it looks like they're about to get an opportunity, it gets broken up right away. Very little clean shots on net right now here for Flin Flon.
Broncos always have somebody back.
Always, yes.
And they've taken advantage of that. A few odd-man rushes on Bombers. Here's a intercepted by Kim. Rolled away from him. Flin Flon got it back. This is Houle. Back to Silvestri. Intercept. Flin will tap it back in looking for Dupro. I think he's offside. He is. Broncos will get it. Kim comes back. He'll grab it. Like we said, two fantastic goals in game number 2. Here he goes. Kim stick handling across the Bomber line. From him at the last second, but he got it back. Centers it out front to Ceccarelli. Knocked away. Flin Flon will get 3 away. Led by Bachler down the wing. Bachler back out front. Silvestri, a backhander. Easy save again by Motu. Not a lot of wood on that one, and I get a sense that the crowd might be getting a little frustrated.
Just a little bit. And you know, Rob, it's plays like this down over here in the corner by Hartman Laser Hume, where Kim's able to get that away practically from two Bomber players, and that's something that the Bombers aren't doing. They're letting Humboldt win every single one of those battles except for that one over there in the corner.
We'll take a break. Media timeout. Still no goals. Midway point of the game here on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Claire, it's time to do more at Frontline Sport. And Barb Johnson called. Brent Collection's dad is listening while watching the World Curling Championships in Ottawa. Get up to $3,000 off some off-road vehicles. Spring is here on the calendar, so be ready when it comes for real. Visit Frontline Sport and Leisure in Creighton, 688-5555.
Triad Realty and Liberty Tax are happy to support this Bomber broadcast. Every year, they hope you fall in love again with your home, with your community, and with your friends.
10 seconds.
The North is a beautiful and unique way of life with deep roots and simple pleasures. Triad Realty and Liberty Tax are proud to be a part of our community. Go Bombers.
And you're up.
We're back at the Whitney Forum. Rob Hart, Austin Mattis, scoreless game. Goals tough to come by here tonight. Well, the Bombers, let alone goals, just having a tough anything manufactured offensively. Newlands with the steal across the line is backhander. Fry got a piece of that one. Puck leg on the back of the Bomber net here. I think it does come off. They're battling for it back there. Fry and Newlands. You got Richmond in there as well. Newlands a big boy. Tough to take off that puck. He'll rip it around the boards. Cater waits for it at the left point. Knocked it down. Barloggy thought about shooting it. He'll hang on. Now he lets her go. Didn't miss by, I think it hit somebody, went off target. Back to Barloggy again. Barloggy hanging on to it. Looking for a lane, lets her rip. That one goes wide. Lots of traffic in front of that net. Hoping it'll hit somebody. Puck laying back of the Bomber goal. Stimmy stood up here as he mixes it up. Flin Flon will get the puck free. Richmond around the boards to Egan. Egan running into Barloggy, but the Broncos continue to hold the puck inside the Flin Flon zone. Egan along the boards, knocked out. Puck picked up by Stimmy. 2-on-2 across the Bronco line. Here's Stimmy. Tried to throw that out front. Puck got knocked down, and he fell down. He might have had a lane in the net there. Puck pushed back to center. Von Sprecken hammers that back inside the Humboldt zone. Grabbed here by by Cater. Up the boards. Broncos get it to Bell. Bell will knock it down, feeds that one ahead to Boucher. He'll tap it back inside the Flin Flon zone. Von Sprecken bumped off the play that time by Boucher. Kane along the boards. He's tag team. He can't do anything. Broncos hold it in, throw it towards the front of the net. It's wide. Galinchin. Back over to Mercer. Mercer feeds it ahead to King. King gonna take off across the Bronco line. Brought it in wide, then lost the handle. Miles will chip it to the blue line. Galinchin races over. He keeps it in a shot that goes wide. Mercer will knock it down. Mercer along the boards. Good play. Von Sprecken out front. Hits the leg. Here's King. Back to Mercer. A shot. Lots of traffic in front. Puck again. They can't get it through. There's a chance. Good save. Motu there. And finally, a little bit of offensive pressure here by the Bombers.
But still, you know what? Great job by Humboldt. You know, Stibbe had that great opportunity down the 2-on-2 and a great breakup. And even right there, Von Sprecken, they have the opportunities, but this Humboldt Broncos team really laying out the body, putting their sticks in the right position, and not letting anything through. But good opportunity there at the end on Motu.
Big shout out to Brett Galinchin's dad at the Big Curling Championships in Ottawa. He's there with the U.S. team. Listening to this game here tonight. Of course, his son Brent having a fantastic year, but a big hello to him. Listening in Ottawa. Big curler. Flin Flon holds the puck in. King at the line. Here's Von Sprecken. Back to King. Does hold it, and it lays across the blue stripe. Just got it to stay in. Here's Bachler. Back out to the point to Von Sprecken. He'll throw it in back of the goal again for Silvestri. Cook has got him tied up. Roy will pick it up. He'll flip it ahead. Flin Flon chipped it back across the Bronco blue line. Picked up here by the big defenseman. That's Serraro. He'll send it inside the Flin Flon zone. Laser Hume in his own zone around the boards. Cut off that time by Kodalik, who had that goal disallowed in the opening period. Flin Flon tries to get out. Held in here by Marburg. Back to the blue line. They'll fire it back of the net. This is Roy. Back out front. There's a chance by Kodalik. Off the side of the net. Bodies again flying everywhere. Broncos try to hold it in. They do. Good work here by Marburg. Flin Flon finally will slap it out. Here's a breakaway on the left side for Bachler. Bachler cutting it. Pass out front to Silvestri. Why didn't he shoot it? He's in the clear. Oh, talk about one pass again, too many. What a chance that was. And they've been so few and far between for Flin Flon in this game. Oh, a great opportunity. Here's Kamchuk. Inside his own zone. We'll play it back to Houle. Houle at center. Couple nifty moves as he'll flip that puck in, try to chase it down himself. Berlagi is there. Berlagi, another defenseman logging a lot of minutes tonight. Back of his own net. We're down to 6:21 to go here in the period. Still no goals. Puck will come back to center. Olsen caught that one up. Puck will roll back inside the Flin Flon zone. Bridger after it. It's enough of it to get it back to center. Racing after it. There was Olsen. They'll go out for a change. Cater will pick it up in his own zone. Back to Kim at center. Kim a good move across the Bomber line. Kim a shot. Oh, good glove save there. What a chance by Jacob Bachler off the mat. I know the puck might have been rolling. You gotta shoot it when you get those opportunities.
I couldn't agree more, and it goes back to what we talked about in those first two power plays in the first period. Well, they're just passing a bit too much. Even there, even though you have the guy open on the other side, you're better off just taking the shot and hoping the rebound's going to get you when you have a chance there too. Just, I get the idea for the pass, but could have been an easy shot there and even a rebound for the goal.
Face off inside the Flin Flon zone. Here's Ceccarelli again. The Broncos having those loose. Puck goes back to Miles, but it gets away from him. Down the ice it goes. Motu will stop this, and he's going to play it up the boards. Picked off here by Kane. Zeroes in on that. Here's Mercer from an off angle. And that goes off Motu. I think he got his glove on it. And Flin Flon gets another chance here. With 5:43 to go in the second period, 24-20. The shots in favor of the Broncos here so far in this pivotal game 3 of this SJHL semifinal. Mercer, Kane, Galinchin up front for Flin Flon. We got Fry. And Richmond on the back end. Face off inside the Broncos zone. Motu really not called upon to make a lot of tough saves here tonight. There's a steal by the Bombers. They try to throw it back out front, but Lacombe knocked that one away. Gets Silky away to center. Knocked it back here. Picked up by Newens. Cross the line. Here's Amaral back of the net. Mercer took it from him. Up the boards it goes to Mueller. Mueller hit hard by Newens. Amaral will pick it up, and he'll send it inside the Flin Flon zone. Now Laser Hume's going to come out. Off the glass. Good job to get the puck outside the zone. Cook races back. Up the boards. Hits Amaral with the pass. He'll get it back to Zilke. He'll let Newens Newman's taken. Newman's a chance. Off the blocker again of Laser Hume, who's seeing everything right now, and what a performance he's had here tonight.
Yeah, really doing a lot here for the Bombers, like we said. That one goal got called off, nothing he could have done, but that beautiful save earlier on, which I thought was 100% going to be a goal, and then just continues to put on a show, gloving everyone and just not showing confidence, really stepping out of the crease to really put his body on the line to stop these shots, and just a great performance by him so far.
Well, a 938 save percentage coming into tonight, the goals against a 1.88. They've needed hit all tonight, and he's done that. Here's Matt Egan. Up the boards for Stibby. Just gets it in. Looked like it might have been an offside there, actually. Cook around the boards. Puck comes out. On the ice, icing against the Broncos. Von Sprecken will touch up back of the Bomber net. 4:47 to play. In the second period, 24-20 on the Eddie's Family Food shot clock in favor of the visitors tonight, who, by the way, have outshot the Bombers in the first two games of the series as well, which we haven't seen a lot of this year.
You know what? If you look at the shots, 24-20 right now for Humboldt, you think it's pretty close on opportunities, but the Bombers may have the shots, but the quality opportunities just aren't there for them right now.
Flin Flon, back to King. His shot, that gets blocked. He'll get his own rebound. Tried to fire that one back in. Puck at the side of the net. Glenchen can't get a stick on it. Glenchen to Egan had the stick. Caught Glenchen to the front of the net. Here's Egan. Can't shoot it. Back to the point to King. Another shot blocked. Coden Leak got a piece of that. Puck rolls in front. Motu's there. Egan gets drilled by Marburg, and he's down. But again, you got to go for those loose pucks. Boy, Egan's shaking up here as well. He's having a tough time getting up here. He might need some assistance here for the trainer.
Yeah, it looked like he took a good hit there.
We're going to take a break. Matt Egan is down. Hopefully he'll be okay. 4:27 to go in the second period. You're listening to Creighton Furniture Flin Flon Bomber Playoff Hockey here on 102.9 CFER and FlinFlonOnline.com.
The question of what you want to own is actually the question of how you want to live your life. Okay. That's why you go to Creighton Furniture and Appliance Center, because you deserve to live right. From sofas, sectionals, mattresses, and love seats, to refrigerators, dishwashers, accent pieces, cabinets, and tons more, Creighton Furniture has everything you need to make your life easier and more relaxing. Now the question is that how you want to live your life? I think we all know the
5 seconds.
Live your life to the fullest with Creighton Furniture and Appliance Center. Open Tuesday to Saturday, 10 to 4.
Bailey Homes knows that you want your home to be just that, your own. Their ready-to-move homes and on-site builds are customized so that you get exactly what you want. Bailey Homes prides themselves on the quality of the build and providing you with every aspect of their expertise. With years of experience building and moving homes to the north, let Bailey Homes make your dream home a reality. Call toll-free
10 seconds.
773-0217 or visit bailey-homes.ca.
You're on.
Welcome back to the Whitney Forum as we're down to 4:26 remaining in the second period. A very quiet Whitney Forum tonight. This is King back of the net. Flin Flon, a couple of regulars are down. Silvestri back of the net. Let's look at the blue line to Von Sprecken. He'll hammer that one. Hits a partition. Out front to Buckler. Chance. Oh, good save there, Motu. Good job for him to keep his eye on the puck. Von Sprecken holds it in. That shot got blocked again. That one hits Miller. Comes outside the line. Flin Flon will hammer it back. Egan back in the uniform after missing a good 6 weeks and still shaken up as he makes his way to the bench. And like we mentioned earlier, Austin, they've lost Jeremy Tremblay tonight as well. Two guys that have battled injuries down the stretch here. And probably doesn't look like he's in any discomfort defense, but if not played a shift since Bell and Matt Egan right now. Hopefully he'll be okay, but you can tell he's struggling a little bit.
Absolutely. I think when it comes to Tremblay, you really got to be careful because you don't want to put him in jeopardize his position there if he's already hurt.
Still scoreless, 3:52 to go. Face off inside the Broncos zone. Flin Flon's got it. Bachler back of the net. Out front, a chance. Motu. He'll make the save. Silvestri hauled down here. Berlagi after it. Gets it ahead. Miller shovels that back to center. Here's the dangerous Zilke. Zilke, a nifty little move there. Throws it back out front. Miller was there, but he let Berlagi take it, then they fired it back out front. Boy, this Miller's been good. Kim, he'll pick it up. Kim took a bit of sheer. He'll hang on to it. Kim got the puck on a string out front. Got wide that time by Ceccarelli. Miles will hold it in. Boy, this Tim Kim, fabulous player he is. Lifted up the right side to Silvestri. He'll chip it ahead to Bachler. One-on-one with Miles, but he's got Pritchard in the front of it. Takes the pass. Oh, he misses it. It gets drilled into the boards here. Another phenomenal
another huge opportunity for the Broncos. Just can't seem to get it through. And on the reception of the pass, but got to give credit to the Humboldt Broncos. They are really playing well. They're playing well on the defensive end, and they're not afraid to throw the body in there and put the stick to try and break up those easy goals.
Great opportunity here at the third power play tonight for Flin Flon. They're 0 for 2. Von Sprecken can't hold the line. But in, and it's his grab here by Miles. He'll drill this one. Oh, a hard shot. Good save there by Laserhill. Poole back to the Bomber net. The pass back to Von Sprecken. Von Sprecken 4 games in Humboldt on the weekend. Dropped it back to King. Von Sprecken trying to get in tight. Cody Leak intercepted it. Gets it back to center. Cut off. Swings the pass to Kane. Kane across the line. He'll fire that one in. Miles waited for it back to that off the boards. To the line. Held in by Houle. Slides it back to Von Sprecken again. Oh, it took a wicked bounce and just went wide. Here's Kane. Back to Houle. Holds it in. Swings that pass back to King. Just holds it in. Back to Houle. Houle trying to come back to blue line. Knocked down. He'll hold it in. Here's King. To the slot. Band on it. Von Sprecken picked it up. His shot gets blocked. King. Back out front to Houle. Can't shoot it. Flin Flon kind of bunching up a little bit here. Kane. Loses the handle. It's a 2-on-1 here. Short-handed. Cody Leak will take the pass. Cody Leak short-handed. Rolls it on net. Harmon Laserhill to save. Again, 45 seconds to go. Kane across the line. In the corner here for Mercer. Boy, the Broncos, that's the third breakaway they've had in this game here tonight. And Harmon Laserhill has stopped them all. Boy, they just continue to cough the puck up in all kinds of different situations. Flin Flon gets it deep. Back to Richmond. Out front, here's a chance. Buckler! 0-2 there. Square to the shooter. And I'll tell you what, he hasn't had to come up with a lot of...
Doing a great job, and then to touch on that breakaway, it just goes back to what you were saying earlier. Flin Flon keeps getting flat-footed, and they're just not moving on defense. A lot of puck.
Well, and again, they're all sitting there bunching up at the line here, and there was really no room. They kept bumping into each other. There's a chance for Blocker. Pass out front! Silvestri there, but he can't tap it in. He finally got a load in front of Motu. Silvestri. Back to right point to Dupro. Gets it back to Richmond. Here's Buckler. A couple nifty passes from him tonight, boys. Yeah, sensational player. Back out front! Stuck away by Motu, got the stick on that again. Silvestri alone in front of the net, but they can't get a stick on it. 6 seconds remaining in the power play here. 1:10 to go in the second period.
And it seems like this penalty kill by the Humboldt Broncos doing a great job again as they did in the first period. And this Flin Flon Bomber team known for having a great power play throughout the season, and now in the playoffs, but really having a hard time here.
At least they're getting guys in front of the net this time. And they're actually cycling the puck well. They just haven't been able to get that big shot. Broncos will kill the rest of the penalties. They'll set it down the ice. That'll do it. Flin Flon 0 for 3 tonight. Richmond will pick it up back to his own net with less than a minute to go. Here's the pass to Silvestri. Silvestri flipped that ahead. Nobody there. New one's along the boards. Tag team here by Vockler as well as Bridger. Bridger was the guy that drew that penalty. Good work by him along the boards. Back of the goal it goes. Silvestri again, hanging on to it. Silvestri tried to wrap that around. I think Motu got his pad on it. Broncos quickly up the ice. Newens to center. He's got Bell with him. Bell stops, shoots that one, gets blocked. Fry, a stick can't clear. Miles holds it in. Miles at the blue line, fires that out front. Puck is laid there. Laserhill down. Fry will get to it. And 3 Bombers away with 18 seconds to go. Down the wing is Bridger. Shoots it. Well over top of the net. Not even close. Broncos turn back to center, picked up by Roy. Roy back across the Bomber line. He'll hang on to it, feeds it back to Cater. Spins and fires. Laserhill is there. He'll make the save. And that's another thing in this second period, too. Flin Flon's actually had good opportunities. They've missed the net on 3 or 4 outstanding chances. Either the shots are getting blocked or they're not getting the good shot on net. They're missing the net. Just a little bit out of sync here in this game.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Rob. You know what? Exactly. Take the shots they know they can make.
Big face-off, 3 seconds to go in the second period. As Zilke, the top Humboldt face-off guy, will line up here against Galenchen. They win the draw, but Flin Flon will push the puck to the blue line. And that's going to do it for the second period here tonight. As the period did move on, Flin Flon did get some chances, were able to skate. The last 10 minutes of that second period, Flin Flon did look a lot better.
Oh, absolutely. You know what? And even the pace that they had, right? And they're able to actually move the puck up, get some good opportunities, which they really struggled with in the first period. But at least now we're seeing some, they're opening up a bit. They're finally able to get some shots through the defense, and they're not.
You're getting on my nerves. The best way to relax is with a KFC famous chicken sandwich in a box meal and a large, don't you dare say it, gravy. So loud. So good.
Northland Ford proudly supports the Flin Flon Bombers in the SJHL playoffs, and we know they'll play tough like the Ford F-150, the toughest truck on the market, 45 years running. Northland Ford helping the community cheer on the Bombers as they fight to bring a championship home where it belongs, and will provide you with the best selection on the lot to choose from in the North, for the North, Northland Ford.
Your home is important to you. It's where you feel comfortable, which is why when the snow falls and the wind gusts, you need to stay protected. With Jim's Custom Doors and Windows, from the installation of new windows and doors to the replacement of old leaky ones, their technicians can provide. And by installing proper airtight seals and harsh weather-approved products, you can keep your home protected while reducing your energy bill by up to 25%. Call Jim's Custom Doors and Windows today, 687-7071. You're up.
Welcome back to Whitney Forum. Rob Hart, Austin Mattis. Again, no goals to report on. But I thought the second half of that period, Flin Flon looked a lot better. At least they were starting to skate. Had a tough time hitting the net on times. And again, have coughed up the puck maybe a few too many times for my liking. But it is still scoreless after 40 minutes of play. Shots in that period, 14-13 in favor of Humboldt. They have a two-period total of 28. The Bombers a two-period total of 24. Flin Flon 0 for 3 on the power play. Humboldt 0 for 1. You got to wonder, that lethal power play of the Broncos, do they get one more chance? Because you almost get a sense with the way that the game's gone. One goal might be enough either way tonight.
Oh, and the way both these goalies are playing is really good right now. Hartman Laser-Hume really doing a lot here for the Bombers, especially on that one breakaway with the Broncos. I don't even know how he saved it. Looks like he got it off the back of his skate somehow. So both goalies doing a great job. So yeah, I agree. I think it could be a 1 or 2 goal game, maybe an empty netter at the end of the game. But looking at the shots, 28-24 for Humboldt right now, and you may think that sounds pretty close, but when we're talking about quality looks, good opportunities, Humboldt has a whole lot more than this Bombers team. Bombers are getting some shots.
Humboldt's had 3 breakaways.
Exactly, and one of them was shorthanded too, right? And that just kind of goes back to kind of the sitting around and watching a bit on defense. So Bombers really not doing too bad, and they've picked up a little bit, but like I said, I think they still got a bit to go going into this third period.
Well, they're lucky that Hartman Laser-Hume's bailed him out. He's made some tremendous saves again here in the second, but I did like what I saw from Flin Flon, at least starting to get their skating going and getting down the ice. Tough thing for them is they've lost Trombley and Egan again tonight, and I don't know if either one of those guys will return here for the third period. Anyway, when these two teams are tied up after 2 periods of play, so far here in the postseason, the Humboldt Broncos they haven't been tied after 2 periods in the playoffs as of yet. So 0-0-0-0. The Flin Flon Bombers 1-0 when they've been tied after 2 periods of play here so far in the postseason. We'll take a break. We're going to catch up with the president of Flin Flon Minor Hockey, Tanner Bruff. We had him on the radio today for the Norman Sportsland program for the Kruger Big Assist campaign. That's a program you can apply for grants and get $25,000 towards your hockey association. Flin Flon got that. Featured in the Winnipeg Jets broadcast this last Sunday. Anyway, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the awards gala coming up. And kind of a salute to Flin Flon Minor Hockey with the president of Flin Flon Minor Hockey. Tanner Bruff joins us next here on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Brew for 2 at Chicken Chef. From 7 until close every Tuesday night, you can enjoy their famous chef burger for $2 when you purchase an on-tap draft. Plus, Wild Wing Wednesdays every Wednesday night from 7 till close. Order a grown-up beverage and receive an order of Jumbo Chef wings for free. Specials Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but at Chicken Chef for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, it always feels like home. Dine in or take out,
Chicken Chef, proud sponsors of this Bomber broadcast.
You mentioned it's the return of the Norman Sportsline program today. Pleased to be joined via the telephone from the Flin Flon Minor Hockey president, Tanner Bruff. Bruff, be good to talk to you here on this nice, bright, sunny springtime afternoon.
How you doing, Rob?
I'm doing
good. Excellent. Talking about that weather forecast, we're still in for some winter here.
Well, apparently, though, come Easter weekend, we're looking at highs between 5 and 7 degrees. That snow's going to melt. I don't think at this time next week you're going to see much more snow left.
Thumbs out, Gunzo. Let's go.
Absolutely.
Easter weekend.
Listen, lots of exciting stuff happening with Flin Flon Minor Hockey. Ruffy, first let's talk about minor hockey getting that $25,000 grant for the Kruger Big Assist program. Kind of tell me how this all begun, how it all came about for you guys to receive this much needed cash.
Yeah, no, this is very exciting for our association. So, I don't know if we were notified or if we just seen it on TV, but it was sort of broadcast that anybody could nominate their hockey association for this money and to be used for, making things accessible. We had a couple people submit. We had a couple people from our membership submit, and we were lucky enough to be win a nomination. So there's 6 communities across Canada that have won this $25,000 prize. There is another one coming where one of those 6 communities win another 50. So we have already gone and done another approach here to put another nomination in to get that 50. And we'll wait to hear back on that. But anyway, the $25,000 is a huge event for us. It's really exciting, and it lines up with all the values that we have as a minor hockey association anyway. So, providing free ice, providing equipment available for players to rent if they're not really, dialed into this, but they want to commit to buying $200,000 or $300,000 worth of gear, whatever it be. We rent that stuff out. Time to replace some of the stuff we've been using. So this is going to help us huge.
Now, you and I were talking about this, and for anybody that I guess saw the piece about you guys on TSN, we'll get to that. But basically, the Kruger Big Assist program is to basically provide financial aid to make sure that all kids have a chance to play this great sport, right?
100%. Offsetting enrollment fees is one of their big comments, making it more accessible and providing financial assistance for all the families. So
exciting, nice stuff for you guys. When did you receive word that you did you kind of have an idea that you were one of the communities that was being considered? When did you get final word that in fact you were one of these 6 places, like you mentioned, that would receive this funding?
It was probably about 3 weeks ago or so. We started receiving some emails that, hey, heads up, we need to talk to you. We got to figure this out a little bit. So, caught us off guard for sure, I think, because we did apply, but we weren't certain if we were going to get it or anything. There was no really insight on it. So, once a couple of our board members got some info on this, there was back and forth with the Kruger department, and then through TSN, they started talking about how this is all going to play out. So, obviously, we had to keep everything quiet at that point, but yeah, it was sort of caught us off guard for sure.
But so when you got the final word that you had been chosen, it wasn't a total surprise then?
No, we knew that we had applied for something like that, but we were very excited and honored that we were selected.
Well, I'm sure, because, this is Canada. I bet you had probably over 300 communities that submitted in for this.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know what the total number is, to be honest, but why wouldn't it be, right? It's it's free money, right? Why wouldn't people be reaching out? So,
well, and I think
people are operating the same way we are.
Well, that's just it. And I remember when you came in here and did an interview at the beginning of the year, and this seems to be the recurring theme that we get each and every year. We talk to different people through our organization, is getting kids involved and getting numbers up. So this should certainly help in that regard.
That's our hope. Like I say, it lines up with what we've been sort of trying to do as a group anyways, long before I got involved too, right? Everyone's always trying to come up with a good idea, something to keep kids involved, keep everybody off the streets or whatever, and doing something in the rink. And, being from Flin Flon, everybody has that in their background, right? So we want to continue to see that with kids in the future.
I hear you. Let's talk about the TSN piece. When did they come up here? And I saw you get interviewed, and I noticed that they're interviewing some of the kids around there skating and having a good time. How did that all kind of come about? When did they come up here and do that piece?
They were up there last 2 Sundays ago. We did it quickly in between Bomber games, and what else was there? The Can Skate program was on that weekend. They had a little gala. So we had the Whitney Forum booked for a couple hours in the afternoon, a couple hours in the evening. And yeah, they had a big plan. They, obviously the crew that does this all over the place, they were telling us. So they had a really good setup and an idea from Kruger what they wanted. We found some some kids to come out, provided them some snacks because we were on the ice for a little while. Parents were involved a little bit too, but it was, a surprise for everybody at that point. Obviously, you have to do some release forms and things like that once it comes to TV, but we tried to keep everybody and the secret as quiet as we could.
What was it like to see yourself getting interviewed? What was it like when you saw the piece on TV? What's going through your mind? How do you feel?
Excited. I mean, it's awesome. I love that. I'm just a little bit a part of this too. Like, I love that everybody's involved and everybody wants to see this going, and it's obviously exciting to be a part of something like that. So it's great that we can get the community behind it. Like I say, membership's involved in this, and lots of board members are behind this, right? So it's great that we've got a good group in the board and the association, and it's all made up of players, people that have probably grown up with it to begin with too. So just the background of everybody who love hockey, who appreciate hockey, and just want to see their kids get opportunities like we all got when we were growing up. How can you not be excited for something like this?
And the timing of this, I think, is great because you're wrapping up your year, and again, when you're trying to sell minor hockey to folks to sign up again next year, what a shot in the arm to wrap up the season.
No doubt. And again, it gives us a little bit of a step forward for going into the off season here for things that we can do, knowing that we got a little bit of cash here to help us continue with the plans that we already have.
Got a question here for you, Bruffy, and for anybody that didn't see that, are you guys going to be able to rerun that maybe on the minor hockey website, the segment from TSN? Are you allowed to put that on your website?
Funny you should say that. We just got that okay from TSN this afternoon. We should see it at the Bomber game tonight and tomorrow. That's our hope.
Okay.
And the website, we're going to share the crap out of this thing as much as we can.
Awesome. That's perfect. Because I know obviously some people didn't see it. Let's face it, everybody's got a connection, whether it's a grandchild, whether it's somebody they knew, maybe somebody used to deliver papers to their house. You kind of get the gist. I think everybody will kind of have a connection to this.
Exactly. I agree.
Quickly, Bruffy, before we let you go, you still have one quarter of business. The big awards gala is taking place at the Sportex tomorrow. For anybody that isn't aware, they have moved it to 5 o'clock to accommodate the Bomber game tomorrow. What's the plans for, I guess, the final official event of minor hockey for the year?
Yeah, it's a way to wrap up, show appreciation to all the parents, volunteers, refs, kids, everybody. The kids are going to come to have some food. It's a way to grab all the extra gear and the jerseys that people still have to bring back. So, yeah, we're excited for that. We haven't done that in a couple of years now because of all the COVID and whatnot in the last few years. So it's exciting that we can get together, show a little appreciation, give some awards, get some pizzas and pops out there, and just, appreciate hockey all together and the season we have.
Absolutely, and this is open, of course, like
minute 15 seconds.
Plus, any grandparents, parents, guardians that want to come up, staff photos and stuff, by the way, can sit in the crowd, enjoy the festivities, and take whatever pictures are necessary when it's all said and done.
Yeah, 100%. Exactly. That's what it's for, right?
Anything you want to add, Bruffy, before we wrap it up here today?
I just want to say thanks for this, and obviously everything we've talked about throughout the year, how much you share minor hockey with over the radio or on the website, whatever it be. You and I talk and text about the scores that we've got going on, and you're obviously doing that with other teams out there during the weekends that everybody's on tournaments. So we love that. We love that that is a mindset in the community, that people appreciate that and can hear about it from you.
Come out to Europe, play one.
Okay. And I'm looking forward to seeing this piece again. It's going to be on the Football Minor Hockey website. Bruffy, thanks a lot. It's always tough to do any type of volunteering now, especially when you guys move into Snow Lake and stuff to bring people like this to minor hockey going. So thanks for this. Again, congratulations on getting that, being one of the 6 communities for the Kruger Big Assist program. It's great news for all of the surrounding area of football minor hockey. So job well done, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Thanks, Rob. Thank you very much.
Make your Easter a feaster at the North of 53 Co-op. From a quiet gathering to a big to-do, the Co-op can elevate existing traditions and help build new ones. Turkeys and hams, of course, but take a real good look in the Co-op's meat department for marinated offerings and pre-made items that will save you time, but won't skip the flavor. And always take a look for fun things to put in that Easter basket. It's all at the North of 53 Co-op. You're at home there. You're up.
And we're back. We're just underway with the third period. Here's still no goals. The Football Bombers have to find a way to try to make a few big saves, but the Broncos have been spectacular defensively in front of them. They get a quick start again. Once Brecken loses his stick, Colton League feeds it in. Kicked away again by Harmon Laser-Hume. Silvestri will dump that one out. The Broncos quickly jump on it at center. Here's Berlagi.
Von Sprecken still can't get a stick, but did a good job to throw a body check on him and slow him up anyway, so Flin Flon will get the puck back. Here's Dupro at center. Dumps it in. Puck is wide of the Bronco net. Silvestri tracked it down back of the net, tried to come back out front, ties up with Barloggy back of the goal. Here's Olesen. Can't hold it in. Puck came to the line. Flin Flon does tap it back. There's a chance in front that time for Silvestri, but blocked and comes back to center. Here's Tangent. Hammers it in, took a bounce, came out front, but Motu got a stick on that. Fed it back to Barloggy. He'll dump that one back to Cater. Cater back to Barloggy. Barloggy's got it. We're to Amaral, who got decked that time by Tangent. Puck will roll back inside the Flin Flon zone deep. Poole tied up here with, I believe, Newlands. The puck stays inside the Flin Flon zone. Back to Lacombe. Here's shot, but missed by much. Redirected. Back of the goal, Zilke. He's back there, tries to dig it off the back of the net, but they'll pull it down here with 18:40 to go. Frontline Sports and Leisure out of town scoreboard tonight. Let's see what's happening in the other SJHL matchup. The Melfort Mustangs really needing a good effort on home ice tonight, and half their team apparently has got the flu. Actually, Melfort tried to get their game postponed tonight.
Wow.
The league wouldn't do it. Tough to go up against that battle for club when you're healthy, let alone if you're not, but nothing after one, so not a bad start for them tonight.
Absolutely.
There's Galencia taken off the center. He'll flip the puck inside the Humboldt zone. Kane in pursuit as well. Lacombe took it away from him. Mercer along the boards. Kane back of the net. Kane trying to get a stick free. Lacombe's got a hold of him. Galencia in there helping out as well. He gets drilled. Another penalty coming up for the Broncos here. Miles, the D-man, going to go off. Manitoba Junior Hockey League action tonight. Stein back up on Winter 2-1 after 2, and Swan River a 2-1 lead on Dauphin after 2. Remember, that's Game 7 Steinbach Winter tonight. Game 6, the Stampeders are defending.
They just can't seem to get it through, so hopefully they can catch Humboldt on their heels here and be able to get a goal.
Silvestri against Zilke, the big face-off to the right of Benjamin Motu, who's had a tremendous effort in front of him tonight. Not to take anything away from the 18-year-old from Chicago, but boy, hasn't been called upon to make a lot of because the Broncos have been that good. They'll throw it in again. This is Ceccarelli back of the net. Tried to come back out front. Richmond will get it, and he'll try to set things up. Remember, the last time the Bombers hit the power play, they actually gave up a shorthanded breakaway. Here's Dupro. Across the line, his shot, Motu, no problem. He'll get the left pad on that. Tough to score on any goalie that far away, but I guess you're going to try and get shots on net and hope that... Never a bad play to shoot the puck. Flin Flon gets... Oh, Dupro misses the stretch pass here. That'll be an icing call. I think he was looking at all the open ice he had behind the pass.
Absolutely. I was about to say, looked like, it could have been a huge opportunity. Really no one in front of him.
Tremblay's out there for the power play, by the way.
Oh, wow. There we go. So glad to see him return as well.
I thought with them keeping on the bench, they'd probably use him for those opportunities. So they do got a lot of firepower out there. You got Bachler, Richmond, Tremblay, Dupero, and Silvestri. Remember, for those of you that are just tuning in, Tremblay was taken down the first shift of the game and hadn't returned. This is his first shift since the opening period. Here's Bachler. Down the wing. Sends that one in wide. Knocked down Dupro, a chance. Good save there, Motu. He found it all. Richmond. Back up front to Dupro again. They're trying to set him up for that big shot. Back to Bachler. Nice backhand pass. Richmond. Dupro! Hammered that one. Blocked by Lacombe. And a chance for the Broncos. A short-handed Colton Leak is by himself, though. Hang on. Made a good move there. Hangs on to it. Killed off some time. 46 seconds to go in the Flin Flon power play. Kane takes the center. Once again, he'll hammer it in deep. Look at the side of the goal. Motu will grab that. And he'll hang on. Boy, they're trying to set up Dupro for that big shot.
One goes through. I think it'll be the one.
King, Mercer, Kane up front. Poole and Von Sprecken on the back end. 37 seconds remaining in the power play. Flin Flon wins the draw. He's got a pretty good rocket, too. He's got the stick cocked. Poole. Von Sprecken shoots it. That one got blocked again. Misses the target. Puck loose back of the Bronco net. Nice job by Kane to outmuscle his guy. Poole will hold it in. Long shot deflects it. Just goes wide again. Cook is after it. Push it along the boards. Knocked down by King. Noah Holt, the moonline, will shovel it in back of the goal. Mercer tried to get there. Puck third to the point. Held in by Von Sprecken. Back of the goal for Mercer. Kane out front. They'll bank it back to Von Sprecken. Here's Sewell. Let's a rip. Boat to a great save. Rebound. Flin Flon picks it up. Can they get the shot away? Penalty is over. Back out front. Ceccarelli got it. And the Broncos will send it the length of the ice. But they kill off another Flin Flon Bomber power play. Flin Flon 0 for 4 in this game.
Huge there for the Humboldt Broncos to kill that one off. And like we said, Bombers looking for the opportunity. Looks like they almost... This Broncos team doing a great job there to get the sticks in between and really mess up those middle passing lanes.
16-11 to go in the third period. Face off to the left of Motu. We're still scoreless. The Bombers can't get anything going on the power play. There's a chance for Kane. That shot knocked off target. And Silky will pick it up and start away here for the Broncos at center. He'll fire that one and hard off the boards. This time, Laser Hill will reach out and grab it. Both these goalies seem to know how to play these bounces, don't they, back in their own net?
Yeah, I was going to say, a lot of weird bounces here at the Whitney Forum, but I feel like, Harmon Laser Hume, he's got used to the bounces already, but Motu, surprisingly doing a great job at being able to see where this puck's going to go off the weird bounces.
Another face-off inside the Flin Flon zone. Just under 16 minutes remaining in the third period, 30-28, Humboldt leading. The Eddie's Family Food shot clock as Roy will take the face-off here against Olison. Face-off in the Flin Flon zone, the left of Harmon Laser Hume. Some fabulous saves from him in the second period tonight for the reigning SJ. For Olison down the wing over top of his stick. Icing against Flin Flon. Lacombe will touch up. NHL Finals here tonight. Carolina beats overtime 3-2 Detroit. Blanking Montreal 5-0. Bort's happy. They won't make the playoffs or anything, but it is a big win for Detroit. Florida holds off Buffalo 2-1. Vegas, Nashville 2-2 after 2. New Jersey, they took over Pittsburgh tonight, 5-1 the Leafs. They beat Columbus 4-2. St. Louis ahead of Philly 3-0 in the third. Still no goals here. Kim down at center. Bridger is after the loose puck, trying to fire that one ahead. Plays it back. Catch up with it. Miles bad on it, but then he gets it back. Pass it over. Bridger looking for the puck the other way. Puck is well ahead of him. Lacombe will grab it inside the Broncos zone. Feeds that one back off. That time of Miller. And a nice call against the Broncos. Another faceoff coming back in the Humboldt zone. You almost get a sense now. Teams might tighten up a little bit more in a scoreless game. Nobody wants to make that mistake that leads to the game-winning goal.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what? I think that's what like you said, from both teams here, you know what? There may be open pucks that they could go for to get the breakaways, but I really don't think they want to take the chances at having the odd man rush.
Face-off back inside the Broncos zone. Silvestri, Buckler, King up front. You got Dupro and Von Sprecken on the back end. Von Sprecken bouncing puck, fires it through. Dupro racing. Tapped outside the zone. There's Big Kim. Puck will come back inside the Humboldt line, but Kim will grab it, and this guy can fly. Kim to center. Across the line, gets the quick shot away, and grabbed midair once again by Harmon Laser Hume. And you can see they're trying to get Dupro to get that big lumber on the, and hoping he can hit the net. Every face-off when he's out there, they're trying to set him up for the big shot. That's the go-to play.
Well, you know what? He's the leading scorer on this team for a reason. He's been showing it throughout the entire year, and when you got him out on the ice, they got to take advantage of it. So hopefully they can get it done with him out there.
Denby takes face-off, gets it back to blue line. Berlagi tried to hold it in. He'll get it back at center, feeds that back. Silvestri picked it off. Here's Silvestri across the Humboldt line, but he's quickly taken out by Benby. Got it back, kicked it towards the front of the net, grabbed her. Barlagi's got it off the boards. King, nice back to center. Chipped ahead. Here's Silvestri with Buckler. Silvestri. And that's the only puck to go past Motu tonight. He was trying to feed the pass over. Barlagi went down to break it up and went off his stick in their own net. Tough break there for the Broncos. Flin Flon somehow able, well, I guess they're going to get it was going to be. So they're going to get Silvestri the goal. He now ties. Team lead with 5. And the Bombers are on the board with a 1-0 lead. So they'll give King an assist. And Flin Flon finds a way to get on. A tough break there off Berlagi's stick into the Bronco net. Puck will be sent right back should be an icing call. No, it's waved off. It's going to head to Richmond. Off the boards. Look for the Broncos to really press now. Flin Flon works it free, though. Mercer to center. Kane and Glenchen with him. Offside Kane. Clearly ahead of the blue strike there as they blew that one down, but a tough break there for Humboldt. Boy, Flin Flon's been getting all the breaks in this series. Humble's a goal disallowed earlier on, and Berlagi unfortunately redirects that in his own net, and Berlagi's been such a good player for them all year long, and look at all the minutes he's manned here tonight. Just a real tough break.
Oh, absolutely. He's done a lot of work for him, and Rob, it goes back
to one of the best players in the game.
What we said at the beginning of the game was, you know what, it's going to be a mistake. Someone's going to make a mistake, or something's going to happen, and that's kind of what happened there. Not necessarily a mistake, but a little breakdown, and he goes off in the wrong way, and the Bombers score a goal.
Skibby will fire that on net. Go to the save. Rebound, Lacombe taking Olsen out hard along the boards. Worked out here by Skibby. Richmond at the blue line. Sends it back in tight. Mueller trying to get a little bit of room there, tied up with Miles back of the net. Bombers try to work it free. The puck is laying back of the goal. Grabbed by Mueller. Fanned on it. Along the boards. Nice job by Mueller to hang on. Finally gets it back to Richmond. He'll fire that one in. Hit the boards. We got a Bomber knocked down in front of the goal. Loose puck set to the deep left. Will race after. Kodalik got a stick on it. He's taken down hard here. I think the Bronco bench wanted a penalty. Bodies are flying everywhere again. Getting nasty here in the third period. 13-14 to go. Olsen wants off. He got worked out over hard. Mueller takes a bit of a whack in the back here by Lacombe. And they'll finally blow that down with 13:08 to go. We got more bodies flying here. I'm surprised the referees aren't calling any penalties here.
I will say, at least they're keeping it fair. At least they're letting.
Well, I don't know. If you guys are getting drilled in the boards, you got to call something here.
Yeah, I agree there.
Somebody's going to get hurt, Austin.
Oh, I know. I agree there. But, you know, those two hits during the play, I think those were okay. But, yeah, that's stuff after the whistle.
When guys are in the boards like that, they're jabbing and whacking each other. You got to take an example, give a couple guys a penalty.
I agree.
13:08 to go here in the third period. Another big face-off will come inside the Humboldt zone to the left of the goaltender, Benjamin Motu. Sylvestre Buckler, Dubrow go back to work with Tancha and Houle on the back end. With ball wins a draw, there's a chance by Dubrow. Got the shot away, but again, didn't really appear to have much on him. I think he had a guy on him right away. Blocker along the boards, trying to get away from Ceccarelli. Blocker will spin away. Looking for a little bit of room. Dubrow along the boards. Can't get his stick free. Pitching in that time, Noah Houle will push it in for the time being. Now it's grabbed here by Ceccarelli. Here's a chance now. Miller across the Bomber line. He's been dangerous tonight. Throws it out front. Bouncing bucket from the Bomber net. Clear to the boards. Picked up here by Dubrow. Dubrow at center will flip it back in. Buckle roll to Motu. He's grabbing it. Barlagi will take Dubrow down hard back of the net. 12 and a half remaining here in the third period. A 1-0 Flin Flon lead. Sylvestre getting a bit of a break here as he tried to send that pass over to the front of the net. And the defenseman Barlagi banking it in his own net, so Flin Flon's got the 1-0 lead here with 12 and a half to go in this third period, and another face-off inside the Broncos zone.
Yeah, big chance here for the Bombers in the Humboldt Broncos zone. Maybe they can get something going here.
Glenchen will take the face-off against Zilke. They're whacking at each other. We'll see if they leave in the face-off circle. I know back in Humboldt game 2, everybody was getting tossed out. But the King, that's their goal! Blocker safe, they rebound clear. Nice. Bonds wrecking there to go to pick up the puck with the ball. Coming to light. Flips it around the board with McCain. He'll chip it down. Puck got a race. Glenchen rolling down on him. They go flying after the puck back of the Humboldt net. Puck laying there. Mercer trying to dig it free. Broncos on top of him. They'll get it free. This is Sorrello, the D-man. Poke back across the Bomber line. Here's Vaughn Sprecken. Off the boards to Mercer. He'll backhander back inside the Humboldt zone. There's Serraro. From Mueller back. Kane is there. He gets the interception. Back over. Hey, that's all it's in. That one got blocked. A great chance there. Humboldt will get the loose puck back to center. Here's Newlands. What a great job that was to set up Olsen in front of the net. We're going to get some opportunities here because the Broncos are going to have to start taking chances. They're down a goal. Olsen leads it up the left wing. Nobody home. Icing waved off. Lacombe back to get it. Flipped it back to the net to Miles. D-man. Back to center. Nice pass to Marburg. Marburg will take off. Line, his long shot partially blocked, but rolls to the front of the Bomber net. We're scooped up here by Harmon Laser. 11:25 to go in the third period. Bomber fans finally getting something to cheer about in this game.
I was going to say, it looks like the Bombers finally getting some momentum. The crowd's getting into it. They're getting some great chances and great defensively as well. Finally, this is the Bomber team that we all know so well, and
in this third period.
They're overtaking Humboldt in the shots now. 32-31 on the Eddie's Family Food shot clock. Connolly will take the draw against Silvestri deep in the Flin Flon zone. Off the draw, Fry back to the net. This is Vockler. Holds it in. Knocked down in front that time by Richmond. Plays it ahead here to Dupro, but poked away that time by McComb. Here's Richmond in his own blue line. Feeds it back to Fry. Back. Vockler will chip it in. Miles is there. Dupro coming in on. Up the middle. Good pass to Marburg. Up that one back. Here's Roy. Across the line. A shot. And at the top of the blue. Big save by Harvard Laser. Hugh Marburg. Thinking his way to. For Mustangs. It was scoreless after one. They're in the second period right now. And it's waiting for this thing to fire up here. Still scoreless, just underway in the second period. Wow. A depleted Melfort lineup, too, from my understanding. Broncos will hold it in. Along the boards. This is in the corner for check. Skated. The puck laying there. Dupro will come over to get it. Dupro feeds it around the boards, intercepted by Verlagi. Leads into this one. It didn't miss by much. Silvestri. He'll pick it up and skate away for Flin Flon. To center. Hammers that one in deep here for Vockler. Can't pick it up. Puck will come out. Grabbed here by the quick lead pass. This is pass. There's a quick chance that time by Miller. And a goal save made again by Harvard Laser. I'll tell you what. I love this Miller. What a player.
I was going to say.
Where was he for the first two games?
I was saying, for a guy they brought up, he doesn't even have a name on his jersey. That's how new he is to the team. But I will say, Rob, very impressed with his play today. Just an absolute show, and you notice it every time he's on.
Every time he's been out there, they've had a chance to score.
100%. He's really making a difference.
Ceccarelli hauled down in the face-off circle here. Tim will get it. Tim for the Broncos to the front of the net. Zigzagging away, hangs on. Boy, this guy's tough to take the puck away from. He still has it. Let's her rip. Save made. Laser Humes got it. A Bronco barrage in front, including the youngster Miller, like we said. Seems to know where to go. And this Tim, boy, he's got that puck on a string. Very tough to take it away from him.
Absolutely. The agility of him just be able to skate around the zone. And the Bombers trying to poke away at it, but just like you said, puck on a string, and just a great job being able to skate around and find the openings. Unfortunately for him, nothing there. Great job by Harvard Laser Hugh, but good looks here for the Humboldt Broncos.
Bombers out shooting Humboldt 8-6, but the Broncos have been taking care of the face-off circle here the last couple of moments. Zilke, their top face-off guy, will move into the draw here against Mercer. Wins the draw, throws it from the bomber net, picked up here by Galechin. Will get a little bit of room down the right side. Galechin is center. Newens took it away from him. The puck came back. Flin Flon will hammer it in. Took a funny hop. Look out. Hot napping there. He's lucky. He hit the outside of the puck. The Broncos back the other direction. Zilke tried to get that one back. Intercepted by Mercer. Tried to flip it back to center. Grabbed here by Galechin. He'll hammer it back to the net. Miles will go after it. Big hit there as Mercer collides with him. Flin Flon holds it in. Mercer in the corner, battling with Miles Kane in there as well. Tries to knock it down, he does. Von Stecken fires it off the goal post. You can hear the steel plank up here. Oh, that would have been a big goal for Flin Flon. Zilke will play it ahead. Newens to center. Lifts it back in. Bouncing puck on Laser Hume. And he'll grab that and hang on. Von Stecken firing one off the pipe here seconds ago.
Clear.
Jim's Custom Doors and Windows is your trusted local windows, doors, and blinds store. But did you know they also install overhead doors? And did you know that a properly installed overhead door can help protect your home against extreme weather, help you save on your energy bill, and can increase the value of your home by up to 4%? Well, if you did it, now you do. Plus, they also have lock and key services, helping you protect your home from the elements. Jim's Custom Doors and Windows. Call them today, 687-7071.
Bailey Homes knows that you want your home to be just that, your own. Their ready-to-move homes and on-site builds are customized so that you get exactly what you want. Bailey Homes prides themselves on the quality of the build and you with every aspect of their expertise. With years of experience building and moving homes to the north, let Bailey Homes make your dream home
10 seconds.
Call toll-free
1-855-773-0217 or visit bailey-homes.ca.
You're on. 9:24 to go in the third period. Face off inside the Flin Flon zone. Silvestri fanned on that. He does get it out. Knocked down by Serraro. Played that one ahead to Kim. Expect to see a lot of him here in this third period. Fry loses his stick. Kim's got it. Nifty moves at center again. Boy, Kim can fly. Kim across the line. Look at that big dance move he had. Finally knocked away by Walker around the boards. Miller knocked it down. Tried to flip it back out front. Here's Ceccarelli. Serraro, a shot for the blue line. It's loose in front. The Broncos throw it to the corner. Picked up here by Miller again. Back at the corner for Kim. It's nice to see the Broncos awarding Miller for some great play tonight. Double shifted here in this third period. Ceccarelli holds it in. Knocked down in front by Kim, trying to get free. Walker had a hold. Look at Kim zigzag again. Finally knocked away. Flin Flon going to get a penalty here. Kim forcing the penalty. The Broncos will get just their second power play of the game. But getting back to Miller here for a second. Playing with the Moose Jaw AAA Warriors. 56 points in 43 games this year, including 25 goals. He looks like a good one.
Well, you can see why they brought him up in the... That's why Humboldt's keeping him out there. And what a fantastic player at such a young age.
Drafted by Vancouver. I don't know if he'll play for them or if he'll stay with them. But boy, what a fantastic player. Broncos an opportunity to tie up the hockey game. It's their second power play of the game. Bell will take the face-off against Olofsson. Face-off deep inside the Flin Flon zone to the left of Harmon Laser Hume. Flin Flon clinging to a 1-0 lead. Puck is sent back to center. Barloggy quickly on top of this. Back to Kim. See Kim double shifting now too. Boy, he's been fantastic again tonight as well. Former way Wolverine, if you can believe it.
Wow.
Here's the Broncos back across the bomber line. Kim has got it. He'll hang on to it. Dropped it back to Bar. Inside the blue line, almost lost the handle. He still has it. Shuffles that back up front to Boucher. Fired it in deep, nobody there. Kim will grab it. Kim's got it. Swings the pass to left side to Roy. Back to point to Barloggy. A lot of traffic in front of that bomber net. Here's Kim. Kim will have it. Dropped it back, Barloggy. Still no. Now he lets it rip. Oh, that just missed as it redirected wide. I don't know if Harmon Laser Hume even saw it. Kim out of the corner, out front, off the goal post. Put down Laser Hume. There's a mad scramble. It finally squirts free. Was trying to shovel it in. Barloggy battles to keep it in. Finally, it's sent outside here by Mercer. Oh, what a mad scramble from that bomber net. 55 seconds to go in the Humboldt power play. We're down to 7:25 in the third period. Ceccarelli. He drops it back for Cater. Cater will take off on his side of center. Drops it back. Poked away by Milocha. He'll try to get to it. Supple as he crossed the line, but he'll still kill some valuable seconds. Zilke comes back to take it. Boy, that would have been a great opportunity there for Delension. Cater. Stick handles through center. Drop that one back. It's picked up once again by Miller. Flin Flon tries to tap it out. Miller holds it in. Now it squirts out. 25 seconds to go in the power play. Cater forced back in the Humboldt zone. This is Cater at his blue line. Has to regroup as Keane was watching him. Now he'll take off to center. To Miller. Up the boards. Throws it in tight. Intercepted. Sent down the ice by Keane. Both are going to come out. You better be careful. Silvestri's in there tight. To the corner to Ceccarelli. 2 seconds to go in the power play. This is Ceccarelli to center. Quickly across the bomber line. Dropped it back. Zilke a chance off the glove. Laser Hume take it down. Collision in front of the bomber net as he's down with the Bronco and Von Sprecken on top of him. We'll see how they roll this, but Flin Flon has killed at least the first Humboldt power play.
And a big one at that. And there was a huge
major goal line scramble.
Man, major goal line scramble, exactly, Robin. Oh my gosh. Harmon Laser, he was laid out flat on his stomach. The rebound was out there, but the Bombers did a great job of being able to poke it out.
And get back to Miller. He can't go to Vancouver because he's a D1 commit to Augustana.
Wow.
So I would understand. I heard that earlier. So yeah, Vancouver drafted him. Chatting with the official. Puck stays out. Matt scrambles. But the most important thing is the Bombers find a way to kill that power play.
Yeah, very important one. And thankfully they were able to kill that one.
Puck backed inside the Humboldt zone. Miles there to get it. He'll play it ahead for Marburg, too far. Laser Hume will come out. Along the boards to Dupro. Lacombe, though, knocked it down. Marburg holding it in. Good effort by him along the boards. Von Sprecken took a run at him, but the puck's still inside the zone. Finally, they blow it down here. 6:03 to go in the third period. Marburg and Von Sprecken mixing it up inside the Flin Flon line. 37-32, Humboldt back in front of the shot count, by the way, on the Eddie Stanley Food shot clock. So Sylvester, who's got the goal, he's out there with Dupro and Wackler. King and Von Sprecken on the back end for a big face-off inside the Flin Flon zone. 6:03 remaining in the third period. Flin Flon in front 1-0 on the big goal by Silvestri at the 5:14 mark here of this final frame. Lacombe off the face-off. That shot got blocked. Nobody knew where it went. Roy will grab it in the corner. Back of the net, fights off a couple of hits. The Broncos have the puck back to the bomber net. Good work here by Roy. Roy will hang on to it, looking for somewhere to go. Dishes it off back of the goal. Picked off there by Marburg. Marburg walking out front off the mask that time of Laser Hume, and over the glass and out of play, and Humboldt starting to win those battles against those loose pucks back to the bomber net.
I was going to say, it looks like the Flin Flon Bombers, they're doing a great job there at the first part of this third period, but now it looks like Humboldt getting a bit of momentum here and feeling a bit more physical as we near the end here.
5:43 remaining in the third period. Another face-off inside the Flin Flon zone. Zilke, the top Humboldt face-off guy against Galenchin. Galenchin, though, did a nice job to beat him. You don't see Zilke lose many face-offs. Bombers will swing it out to center. Nobody there. Miles will pick it up. Hard drive. Fired on target. Kicked to the corner that time by Laser Hume. Here's Newlands. He closes this series with 3 points, including his 2 power play goals back in game number 1. Puck flipped back out front. Knocked it down. That got blocked. Miles, though, will hold it in. He's kept up here. Kane will come over and get it. Kane will take off. He's got Hurst in the front of the net. His quick check. Rebound. Oh, what a save by Motu. Might be a series saver. The rebound out front to Mercer. Kane. Hot as any bomber. 5 goals coming in. What a save by Benjamin Motu.
We thought Laser Hume robbed them earlier, but wow, that was a robbery.
I thought that was it.
Me too, 100%. And wow.
Flin Flon wins the draw. Will come back and say, what a save. That was incredible. Fry will pick it. Hammer it back in of the bomber net off the side of the goal. Motu going to grab it. There's a couple bombers, including Stippy going in there trying to whack that puck in. So 5:03 to go. 38-34. The Eddie Stanley Food shot clock here in favor of the visitors from Humboldt here tonight.
Motu's definitely good after that one. Definitely give him a little bit of a momentum boost here with the last 5 minutes.
Face-off back inside the Humboldt zone. The puck is underneath the whole whack of bodies. The face-off circle. Dug free here by Bridger. He'll shuttle out to the far corner here to Mueller. Mueller will knock it down. Been quiet so far in this series. Trying to get it back out front. Roy can't clear. Held in by Richmond, who wants to give it right back. Grab here in front by Bridger. His chance blocked. Gets it again. Bridger out front trying to slide home. Berloggi knocked it down. Puck leg at the side of the net. They're trying to jam it in here. It's still loose. Motu got the pad down there. Was able to keep it out. Bridger take it off the play. Puck lifted. I think it hit somebody on the Humboldt bench. And they'll blow that down with 4:28 remaining here. In the third period, it remains a 1-0 Flin Flon lead. Boy, this is playoff hockey at its finest.
Oh, how lucky we are to sit here and watch this game, Rob. And even down there, Motu, I don't think he knew where that puck was. He was looking over his left shoulder.
Well, it looked like he had the pad, but you're right. There's so many people in front of him, right? Wackler set for the face-off against Ceccarelli. They announced 1,003 again in the attendance here. That must just be a common number that they have in the system. I think there's more than that here, don't you?
I think so. It looks pretty packed.
Tanchuk will definitely. Let's go 1,203. How does that sound?
I think 1,200, 1,250 around there.
Anyway, puck is lifted back down the ice, and Isicole against the Broncos looking to face off back inside the Humboldt zone. Shots 11-11 here in the third. 39-35 total right now for Humboldt as they get down to the last few moments of this very entertaining Game 3 of this SJHL semifinal. Silvestri against Ceccarelli again, this time to the right side. Flin Flon wins another draw. Back to Tanchuk, hammered that one. It took a real wild hawk to come back out front. Dupro got a stick on it, puck bouncing. Silvestri tried to get it to settle down, but grabbed here by Miles. Teams continue to battle away in the corner. Comes right back out front. Grabbed here by Miller. Can't clear. Picked up by Dupro. He'll rip that one wide. Here's Vockler. Along the board. Dupro hammers that one on target. Motu got the right pad on that. Here's Miller. Back to center. Sit inside the Flin Flon zone. He'll race down after it. Tanchuk in the corner. Slides it back of the goal. Houle. Up the boards here for Galenchik. Played it ahead. Just gets it out. Broncos will converge on it back at center. Miller will get a stick on it, tapped it back inside the Flin Flon zone. Noah Houle there, dropped it in the corner for Tanchuk. Tanchuk up the boards. Took a funny hop. Broncos hold it in. They'll send it back to the point. Is there. Marburg knocked it down, throws it out front. Laserhume down, puck pulled free, grabbed here by Galenchik. And he'll lift it up the ice, makes a smart down there. Mercer in pursuit, but Varlagi back to get it. Varlagi swings that over to Marburg. He'll come back to grab it. 3 minutes to go. Here's Marburg at center. Back across the Bomber line. Von Strucken held him up a little bit. Puck is picked up. Far to the blue line. Kicked in that time by Lacombe. Set out. Chip for Mercer down the wing. Mercer's got Mueller with him. Chipped it out front. Mueller shoots it. He flipped it over top of the net. But great job by Mercer to get it to him as he had a guy draped all over him. Another fantastic chance. Boy, they're trading him miles. Target. Love save made. Look out. Drills Von Strucken into the goal. The net. I think Humboldt wants to call a timeout here. 2:35 to go. Scott Barney looked like he wanted to. He's got the whiteboard out. I thought he was going to call a timeout. Zilke lining up for the faceoff here against Olofsson. He'll put it down for the time being. 2.5 remaining here in the third period. Bridger off the boards. Picked up by Olofsson. He gets away from Lacombe. Mueller after it. Cut off by Miles at center. Newens has got it. Here comes Newens across the Bomber line. He'll dump it in. Von Strucken on it. Puck in the corner. It's bouncing place. Was going to wait to see if the Humboldt goalie leaves. He won't right now because Mueller's got it at center. He'll dump it in. Racing after it. But Varlagi is there first. And then he gets hit hard. Olofsson in the corner. Throws it away. He will pick it off. Here's Zilke. To Newens. Across the Bomber line. Knocked away. Motu was making his way to the bench, but he's going to go back. Under 2 to go. Pass. Broncos will dump it in deep. There goes Motu. No, he's still sitting in his net. Richmond. Up the boards. Picked up here by Vockler. He'll flip it down the boards back inside the Humboldt zone. Varlagi there to get it. Humboldt would like to, I'm sure, get a, nothing else, get a whistle, get a timeout here. In Kim, look out. The dance. Up to Miller down the wing. Miller will throw it in deep. Goaltender is out. Net is empty. They get the extra attacker. Puck rolling in front. Just fired wide by Bell. Around the far boards. Can Flin Flon get out? They do. Dupro will check the Humboldt line. Picked up by Cater. Hit across the line again. Flin Flon can't knock it down. The puck goes to the line. Held in by Miller. Miller down the boards. Just over a minute. The ball. Miller still has it. Flin Flon chipped it up. Tried to get it here. Dupro's out there. Flips it ahead. Cater holds it in. And he hit with a glove pass. So they'll blow it down. I'm assuming Humboldt going to call a timeout here with 54.9 seconds remaining in this third period.
Great job by the Bombers there. You know what? To prolong the goalie being pulled for an extra 45 seconds.
They call the timeout. We'll do the same. 54.9 seconds remaining. Is he? He's got the board out. I better be careful here. I don't want to take a break. If they've confirmed the timeout by Humboldt. We'll take a break. Back with the exciting finish here on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Get ready to get wild for Wild Wednesdays at Chicken Chef. Serving up tasty and delicious wing specials every Wednesday starting at 7 with original 16 on tap. Grab your friends, your family, co-workers, buddies, or whoever, and head on down to Chicken Chef for Wild Wing Wednesdays. Tons of different flavors and tons of fun. Also enjoy some chicken sticks as well. Pizza, burgers, poutine, and so much more. Open Monday to Saturday, 8 to 10, and Sundays, 8 to 3. Chicken Chef, where it always feels here on.
An absolute madhouse here at the Whitney Forum. 54.9 seconds to go. The Humboldt goalie is out for the extra attacker. Zilke and Mercer. The face of the Bomber blue line. It comes in. Tanchuk lifts it ahead. Mercer for the empty net. Shoots it. Oh, boy. by Kane off the glass. Took a funny hop, came right back inside the zone. Newlands has got it. He'll hold it in. Bouncing puck again. Kane got a piece but couldn't knock it down cleanly. He'll get it back again off the glass and he'll feed it down the ice. 18 seconds to go. Marlagi back to get it. This is Marlagi. At center to Kemp. Poking ahead. Kane trying to move it back. 7 seconds. Kane will lift it ahead. That might do it. Over for the empty net. Shoots it over top of the net again. And it's not going to matter. Trick's going to hit. Well, it might not be the prettiest win, but they somehow found a way. Flin Flon hanging on for the 1-0 victory to take it a stranglehold, a 3-0 lead. What a goaltending battle tonight between Benjamin Motu and Harmon Laser-Human. Again, what a tremendous hockey game here tonight.
Oh, so lucky, Rob, to see both teams play absolutely well. And you know what? Rob, you would have told me Flin Flon Bombers would have been up 2-0, I would have believed you. You would have told me they were going to be up 3-0 in this series, I would have called you crazy. But look where we are now with just a great hockey game and great performance from both teams. But the Flin Flon Bombers able to come away with this one.
Absolutely deafening in here. But the Bombers hang on for the 1-0 victory, and the one puck that goes in tonight, deflected by Burton. Nobody even scored with a clean shot in this game. This reminds me a lot of Game 5 last year when the Bombers went into Humboldt, and it was a shot. It was a 1-0 game again. That was the elimination game. But again, it was a shot that went off with somebody's shin padded in, and it wasn't a clean shot that night either. Not a clean shot tonight, but the Bombers, they've had all the breaks. I mean, and again, disallowed goal by Humboldt in the opening period. A big story in the game, right?
Huge story. I'm not sure what they would have done if that went in, but huge difference maker. But it just goes to show how close, you know, it may be 3-0, but every single game has basically been right there with each other. It just goes to show how good of teams both these teams actually are.
We'll take a break. We got so much to come for the Whitney Forum tonight. I'm hoping I can get my voice back. Anyway, the Bombers hang on for a 1-0 victory. They take a stranglehold in the series 3-0. We're coming right back with the final scoring summary, all the post-game show awards, and of course, the Great North post-game report. But the Bombers find a way to get her done. 1-0 your final here in Game 3. 1029 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
RH 1987 Limited in the paw have brand new ATVs.
Nothing. I can control it here.
Get your hands on a brand new Honda Foreman 520 that comes with a front differential lock and 2 to 4-wheel drive. Or the
Hud Bay is proud to be a sponsor of this Bomber broadcast. From donations for bursaries, hockey schools,
I thought, towards the latter part of the second period, Flin Flon finally got their legs a little bit, were able to actually move the puck down the ice and kind of try and get some opportunities. There wasn't much there in the first period. There wasn't much there for them in the first half of the second. And actually, even in the third, the chances were pretty minimal. Their best opportunities, they missed the net. And, of course, that huge save by Motu.
Miraculous stops when they really need it. That big one there at the end by Motu to still keep it 1-0, and the other one by Hartman Laser-Hume to keep it a 1-0 game, and just insane.
Just the one goal tonight. Silvestri will get credit for it. Again, he's down the right wing. Tries to feed that back out front. Verlage, who had a tremendous game here tonight, went back, and they've been blocking shots. They've been doing it, like we said, all night long. Slid across it, unfortunately rebounded off him and went in, and that's the only goal that goes in tonight. Like you said, we talked about that, I think, more off the air than on. It might be an ugly goal that wins this game. I thought one goal would be enough either way it was, with the way the two goaltenders were playing and the way the teams were tightening up defensively. But Silvestri, I guess, again, that's why you always shoot the puck. His fifth will give Corey King the assist. That comes to the 5:14 mark, the only goal of the game. A big one is enough to get the job done, and Flin Flon picks up the 1-0 victory.
Yeah, like I said, just another great performance from both teams, but bigly impressed today by Miller on that Humboldt Broncos team. You know what? I've never seen him play before. It doesn't even have the name on the back of his jersey as they just called him up. But honestly, if I was going to see a goal from anyone on that Humboldt Broncos team, it was going to be him or Kim. And every time Miller was on the ice, it looked like they had a good opportunity. But great job by Hartman Laser-Hume, and great job by the Bombers defense to really stop everything. And lots of great chances for Humboldt too. But like you said, really no clean shots for either team. I think a few more for Humboldt. They had a few more clean looks than us. But rather than that, the one goal was a super dirty one, like you said. Went across, bounced off one of the Humboldt Broncos players and went in. So no real clean goals or clean shots, but when it's playoff hockey, guys are playing with heart. They're playing fast, they're playing hard, and they want to give it everything they got. So that's the kind of plays you're going to get.
So the one goal by Silvestri. He now co-leads the team with 5 as he joins Ethan Mercer. His 5th to lead the Bombers so far in the postseason. Corey King, the 1 assist. Again, the big goal for Flin Flon, the game winner. 5:14 here of the third period tonight. Shots favored the Broncos 11-6. So for the third straight game, Humboldt outshoots Flin Flon, but the Bombers put the puck in the net a little bit more often, which is the most important thing. Broncos wind up with 39 shots tonight. The Bombers wind up with 30. Humboldt 0 for 2 on the power play. Flin Flon finishes up 0 for 4. And that's the tail of the tape, boy. A great chance for the Bombers coming back here tomorrow night. Really got to be feeling quite fortunate after a real tough start tonight. Humboldt seemed to be doing everything that they wanted. The disallowed goal, we talk about, some great goaltending. We touched on the Benjamin Motu save, but how about that save that Hartman Laser-Hume made on Amaral, who got free? That was a shorthanded breakaway. He got in. It looked like he had Laser-Hume beat. Made that move at the last second, but he was dialed in. He kicks out the left leg, a tremendous save. Boy, you want to feel playoff hockey, this was it. I'll tell you, if you were out listening tonight or watching it on Hockey TV and you have any way that you could possibly make your way to the building, it's second out. You really got to come here and experience this for yourself. I mean, we love people listening, obviously. That's what it's all about for us. But again, how can you stay home if you could be at the game with great atmosphere and great hockey like this?
Oh, absolutely, Robin. You couldn't have said it any better. Obviously we love when people listen. We love when people tune into the broadcast. But there's no better feeling than coming down here and to watch a game like that where it was so close and so many high-quality players making high-quality plays. If you get the opportunity next game or to come on down.
Tomorrow night, hopefully.
Exactly. Come on down and watch it, or obviously listen to, but you're going to see a great game of hockey here to watch, and absolutely amazing, especially from Hartman Laser-Hume. He couldn't have said any better. That huge save, kicks out the left leg, and I don't even know how he saves it. Literally took off some of his pad and went flying up. A great job by both teams, but Hartman Laser-Hume with a huge save to keep the game up.
We'll find out what the coach has to say. We'll take a break and come back with Mike Gregg and his team pulling out the big 1-0 victory here tonight. A tremendous performance again from Harmon Laser Hume, the reigning SJHL goalie of the week. He was fantastic. Boy, is he dialed in. Anytime a team does well in the playoffs, usually your goalie's one of your best players, and that's case in point for the Bombers so far here in this postseason run. We'll take a break. Mike Reagan, the head coach of the Bombers, his comments coming up momentarily here on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Look at all the features on my new washer and dryer. This one is for extra spin, and with this one here, I can program a delayed start, though I haven't figured that one out yet. Oh, and it's got all these lights over here. I have no idea what they mean. Oh, and over here...
Sophisticated, not complicated. With a Whirlpool washer and dryer from Creighton Furniture and Appliance Center, you get the technology without the confusion, and you can ask all your questions before you buy. Whirlpool washer and dryers are simple and efficient, and when you get your Whirlpool at Creighton Furniture and Appliance Center, you know what you're taking home.
Northland Ford proudly supports the Flin Flon Bombers in the SJHL playoffs, and we know they'll play tough like the Ford F-150, the toughest truck on the market 45 years running. Northland Ford helping the community cheer on the Bombers as they fight to bring a championship home where it belongs, and will provide you with the best selection on the lot to choose from in the North, for the North, Northland Ford.
It's that feeling you get, and it comes from Creighton's Pizza. There's one slice left, one chicken wing, just enough salad to fill your plate. With friends, family, you can evenly divide it up and share. But it's Creighton's Pizza, so you're going to take it all for yourself. Shove, claw, no holds barred. 688-2080, Creighton's Pizza, fight for the last slice.
Hud Bay is proud to be a sponsor of this Bomber broadcast. From donations for bursaries, hockey schools, clubs, community events, charities, and so much more, Hud Bay has supported our community with dedication and generosity, contributing to events and organizations. Hud Bay thanks the people of Flin Flon for their continued support.
You're on.
Alrighty, welcome back to Whitney Forum. As promised, Mike Reagan, the head coach of the Bombers, joins us. Mike, and you mentioned it earlier today. We go back to the midday sports, and I asked you, what was the secret to the success for the first couple of games in the series? You said, our guys really want this bad. You really got a sense here tonight, boy, these two teams really went on each other. All the scrambles behind the net, all the battles along the boards, a lot of heavy hits. Humboldt came out hitting tonight. Took a couple of your premier players out right at the beginning of the game, went after you guys hard, doing whatever they could to try and get back in the series. But I think, and not to overshadow the performance of your goaltender, which was superb, but I think you really got a sense of how badly your team wants this with the way you scratched out this one here tonight.
We were desperate. I think that the first three games of this series, we've showed a lot of heart and character. I don't think you've seen our best. I don't think we're skating particularly well right now. Like there's just, and I hate saying there's still fatigue, from that 7-game series. And, we gutted one out tonight. And I mean, Laser was the best player on the ice, and Motu probably second best. I mean, he makes a huge save on Lambo there at the end, and if not, they don't have that chance at the end. But Harmon was spectacular tonight.
That save that he made on Amaral there, Mike, the shorthanded breakaway, and well, you saw it obviously from your vantage point, but up here, I mean, looked like he had him beat, but he just got enough of that left ankle out to kick that puck out. What a stop.
Yeah.
That might be, he's had a lot of big saves, but I don't know if there's any better or bigger than that one.
Well, game 7 there, the breakaway in the third period there, that kept it 1-1.
This one looked like a tougher save, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, he looked like he had a lane on him.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, honestly, Hardy, like, I'm shift to shift. Like, I just kind of move on real quick and that sort of thing. So sometimes I have to watch the video again and that sort of thing. But, I mean, we talked about goaltending, right? And you need good goaltending in order to advance in the playoffs. And Laser's definitely done that for us, and it's great to see. I'm real happy for him. And, obviously we need him to be great for us. And, he was that for us tonight here, and the hockey gods have been really on our side here lately. I mean, we get the winning goal, or the only goal, goes off their D-man stick and beats Motu, and I mean, I think we complicated the game tonight. We tried to do too much, and you know, there's a simple play of just throwing a puck to the net and it goes off a stick. And I don't know if he was trying to go back door or what to whoever was coming in there. I think it was Box.
Yeah.
And it goes off the D-man's stick. And I think Motu was kind of reading that it was going to be a backdoor pass. And, yeah, we got lucky and, you know, we're one win away from the finals.
Not a lot of room for your team in the first couple periods tonight, Mike. I mean, not only did Humboldt take away lanes, but they blocked a ton of shots, especially in those first two power plays. You couldn't get any shots through.
Yeah, you know, that's frustrating when you have two power plays early on and you can really, you know, put them on their heels early, and we just weren't able to get it done, you know, tonight. I thought that our power play was very average tonight, you know. Was frustrated with it, not going to lie, and we just tried to do too much. When you don't have your best game, you can't complicate the game. You got to simplify, and we got away with one there. And hey, we know that this team can be better. Like, we know we're better than what we've played. We got to get those legs going, and hopefully we can have that tomorrow night.
Quickly, Mike, before we let you go, and I don't mean to be a downer, but Egan and Trombley both went down. How are they doing?
Well, Tremor played the power play in the third period, so he felt better. Eags, we'll have to just see how he is tomorrow morning here. I mean, his spirits are good right now and that sort of thing. It's tough to see, you know, he was so excited about getting back in the lineup, and then, you know, that happens, and it looked pretty harmless too, to be honest with you, you know, and just unfortunate for him.
It is, but a big win here tonight, Mike. You find a way to pull her out 1-0, and a great opportunity again for your club coming out here tomorrow night. And crowd fantastic. I couldn't hear nothing. What was it like being on the bench here as those final few seconds counted down?
Yeah, well, it's the Whitney Forum. I mean, it's almost like every night you're just like, wow. Like, we've got 6 recruits here right now, and they're just like in awe of the atmosphere here. So hopefully we can even have a bigger crowd tomorrow night and get the job done, and you know, that'll seal the deal with a couple of these recruits.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that, because we were chatting just before you got up here. I mean, it's great to watch these games on Hockey TV. It's great to listen to them on the radio. But if you have any way to be in the building, nothing beats the actual experience of being here, Mike. And I really hope for people that are around the area or even just maybe a few hours away, come and take this in. Nothing beats this ambience in this building. This is the best, let's face it, the best place to watch junior A hockey in the country.
Well, for $20, I mean, you can't. What can you get for $20 anymore? You know, like, I mean, it's just an unbelievable night, you know, 3 hours of entertainment in a historic building like this with a team that's, you know, one win away from going to the league finals for back-to-back years here. And, you know, we sure could use you tomorrow night.
Sounds good, Mike. Congratulations on the win. Good luck here tomorrow night.
Thanks, Hardy.
That's Mike Reagan, the head coach GM of the Bombers. His team hanging on for a 1-0 victory here in Game 3. We'll take a break. We'll come back with Austin and a wrap-up for the Whitney Forum momentarily here on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Make your Easter a feaster at the North of 53 Co-op. From a quiet gathering to a big to-do, the Co-op can elevate 5 existing traditions and help build new ones. Turkeys and hams, of course, but take a real good look in the Co-op's meat department for marinated offerings and pre-made items that will save you time, but won't skimp on the flavor. And always take a look for fun things to put in that Easter basket. It's all at the North of 53 Co-op. You're at home there.
Great North GM is all about quick and easy approval. A fast delivery process where all applications are accepted for all types of credit situations. Guaranteed low rates and a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, like our 2023 Chevy Silverado Custom Trail Boss, only $311 bi-weekly. Come get your brand new or new to you pre-owned vehicle at Great North GM in the Paw, where completely satisfied is more than just a slogan.
May not feel like it just yet, but spring has sprung at PharmaSave. New clothing items from the Kaplan Lily White collection allows you to be comfy as you dress to impress. Warm up that green thumb with garden items so you're able to plan early. Plus, new electronic items and the M&M Express Food Market will excite and delight. With knowledgeable pharmacists, helpful staff, visit when you need to or just to check out all the new items. Your life, your store, your PharmaSave.
The KFC famous chicken sandwich is so good. Shh. This isn't a live